I'm the leader, the Iron Man, the knife's done, you know who I am. Blades find their mark and my mind is sharp. My psionics tell you our minds are hells apart. Straightforward and honest, I'm no soothsayer, worth no more than 900. My destiny is ahead, never afraid to confront it. I'll keep everyone safe even if I won't make it. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. Big man, big heart, rage and control. Proud father, wisdom with age, never selfish, never cold. Knock you out with these fists, fall to the floor. Prefer peace, don't test me, I'll even the score. Brute strength to silence enemies, they'll fall. Peaceful soul, don't hesitate to brawl. Instruments coming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is promised, and together we stand proud. Proud. Shiny the cat's out of the bag. Middle mate can be called ironclad. No cat and mouse, but with my prey I'll play a support animal, yeah. I'm your steel defender. No scratches on this cat, no sleek and slender. No attitude like men. I'm tired of you, so talk to my creator now. The shadows gather as I walk in shadow elf, but I hate my kin. Tinker inventor, I always have the tools for the job. Bruise never tidy, kind of a slob. Sleep is for the weak, so I'll never catch a wink if I feel tired. Just down an energy drink. Master hacker, intelligent, without a doubt. Stand in my way, fuck around and find out. Proud. Instruments calling, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Man with a voice smooth as silk, not full of hot air, I've got the skills. Air gymnastics, musical talent unmatched. Singing sax, playing bagpipes on blast. My music sharp like a cloud of daggers, got the moves like Jagger. I ain't no slacker, objects move when I'm around. An army of animated things who can't be brought down. I'll be your test, can't withstand this tempest. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud. My magic's divine, like a holy man's words. I bring the fire, like soon in a church. In the kitchen or chapel, that's where I shine. I'm the heart of the party, keeping their health in line. Pocket bacon always stocked up, ready to share. If anyone's in need, I'm quick to be there. Divine skills, prestigious and strong. I'm the party shield, they call me Aegis, it won't be long. Proud. Instruments holding, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud.
All right. Hello, people in stream. Hello. Hopefully, y'all are having a good weekend. We are going to get started here. Let me jump back in with these guys. Okay. All right. Huh? Yeah. So we right now we are gonna go ahead and jump in. Torin will be here. They're having some issues with power. They think maybe an accident or something with Transformer. Literally happened like right before they were about to log in. So they're working through that, but they may join us in stream. So we'll see. In the meantime, let's go through some notes. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Loud and clear.
All right. So last week, Kira got dropped off at quarters to kind of spend some time. She needed some time alone. Sorry, going back to my notes. All right, so the date, we'll start with this. The date is Thursday, January 11th, 2024. It's about 12 p.m., and you guys are heading back to headquarters.
Okay, so just really quick, when we started last session, it was 11 a.m. So in 3 hours, did we only progress?
Oh, I guess that's true. I was thinking 10:45. It's probably closer to. We'll say it's closer to 1.
That's just what I had. If
Yeah.
I was wrong, let me know.
No, you're right. I listened to it this morning, but I said, oh, it's like between 10:30 and 11. It's probably closer to 1 at this point because you guys were there talking for a long time. So, we'll say it's 1 p.m. You're heading back to headquarters. Recap for last week. Tempest was able to talk directly to his patron, and in which she revealed why she needs his help, because she's looking for a young woman who was in clear distress and dropped the necklace that Tempest now wears into the water about 18 or so years ago. You went back to the Illithids and delivered not only the spawn, but also its host, the 9th son, and a young woman named Meg. The Elder Brain assured Marcus that Meg's memory would be altered to make her forget everything that had happened, as well as making her believe she was just supposed to be meeting with Ari that night, and Ari would also be filled in and instructed not to share anything. Tempest texted Frozen Phoenix vaguely that he had a question for her about an item. Marcus tasked Morokos to help with 2 things, actually. 2 tasks were given. One was finding the location of the individual that Morokos believes may have planted the bug in Clan Streedmost's ear to see if they can complete the contract. And then also working on the flails that are similar to the scimitars. It was revealed to you all that you will need to collect some items to power the Chronos Mirror in order to get back to your time. You'll see the Illithids will see if they can make it more of a revolving door than a one-time transport, but that may require additional resources to do. But you will need to collect the Chronos Shard from the underground, the Ethereum Crystal from the abandoned subway, the Temporal Anchor from the... I wrote a note of corporate heist. The Temporal Anchor, Void Sphere from the abandoned temple in the desert, and then the Heart of a Time Dragon. No big deal. That's deeper in the desert. Yeah, it's fine. You guys. Marcus adopted an intellect devourer named Sundamar Dormir, not Glugglchlach, who willingly went with Marcus. It was given the option to do so and chose to. The team asked the Illithids to check into who owned the necklace before Tempest did, and the Illithids were able to reveal that it was a young woman with pale skin and dark hair named Searlath Fostrad. And then the team was like, hey, could you possibly do that same magic to this thing that has TW on it? In doing so,
Curveball.
in doing so, they were able to locate an identity, but there was a fight. Since everybody was linked telepathically, y'all were able to help, and I believe some of you even used DM inspirations, which was awesome, to assist, and eventually the resistance was broken through. You saw a gnome with jet black eyes, adorned in steampunk, cyberpunk style gear, with a Kenku monk standing behind him, and with an oh shit from both of them, the monk did something and pulled them both from sight. Bonkin, in his infinite wisdom, or at least his 19 years or however old he is, was able to determine that 40. The Kenku was one of the Way of the Long Death, and explained that what the Kenku did was pulled both of them to the plane of death, which is something only monks of the Way of the Long Death are able to do. You think of it kind of as like a misty step or dimension door directly to that plane. It's unknown if that means that the gnome will die, but Bonkin didn't think that was likely considering the training that they go through. So with those notes, like I said, last week was a big one. Actually, I have something for you guys. I forgot. 1 second. Xavier has seen it and he's not pleased. Hold on. Where is it? Where'd it go? Well, I'll share that with you guys in a moment. But does anybody have any questions that they would like to ask? I'm not taking concerns right now, Kat.
I have many.
XP.
Oh yeah, I suppose you would need that. So everybody,
Oh
sorry about
yeah,
that.
that's kind of important.
So everybody except for Kira got 1200 XP because of the intensity of not only the roleplay but the freaking lore dive that you guys did last week. That was insanity. On like all aspects. It wasn't even just one topic. So
It's 1200, correct?
1200. That's correct. Why can't I find this picture?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't find it. It's not.
And I just checked. We hadn't been shown it before. I don't know where you showed it to me at.
Where the hell did I send it to you?
I don't think you sent it to me. I think you had it.
I said I did
on
a.
your phone, didn't you?
I said I did a thing. I don't remember. All right. Anyway, I'll find this thing. I have to show it to you guys. But no concerns or clarifications that needed from anybody at this point. Okay.
I believe you said the dragon, the temporal dragon, was a gold dragon, correct?
That is correct. Yes, that was a detail that was revealed as well. Did I save it on my drive? And also, so you guys were on your way to quarters. Last we talked, you had just dropped off Jared, I believe.
Yeah, my last note says that we dropped Jared off.
Perfect. All right. So with that, Zachary would drive you guys to headquarters, no problem. He does look like when you guys come out and you have, 3 fewer people, two fewer bodies. He kind of just like he's used to it by now, but still sometimes you can read it on him that he's like wondering. But
All right, so I'll I would assume that we just kind of get out, come in. I'm not going to say a whole lot more to Zachary because I think I said what I had to last time. And as we're kind of heading in, I'll look over my shoulder and say, everybody just make sure you're a little soft about this new bit to our future. When talking to Kira, she seemed a little on edge last time we saw her, so just let's not unintentionally upset.
So what? Let's not drop the time dragon on her.
Yeah, maybe that should just be. We'll get through the big 4 first, and we'll gauge it. We'll see how she's looking.
We also gonna are we also gonna tell her about the TW guy and his monk friend?
Yeah, again, I think that's probably something that we should just gauge immediately. She hasn't had a chance to take an actual rest.
I feel like that's kind of a small rock, really. I mean, in comparison to the other things.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose.
Speaking of TW, here you guys go.
Oh, God. Oh, God, Jesus.
Why is his eyes so big and black?
It's
Why is he so adorable?
So
Why is he-
creepily adorable.
He looks like he belongs on a lawn somewhere.
He looks like he belongs in fucking Kira's room. He can stay there in the void.
Go ahead and close that one forever.
I should share it again just so it shows up.
Rude as fuck.
Sorry to interrupt. I just want to make sure you guys saw that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Marcus would come in, kind of sit down and kind of look at Aegis and sit. Well, fuck, he's not here.
So yeah, Aegis actually, as soon as you guys get back, he says, "I believe BLTs were promised," and goes straight into the kitchen and starts cooking up some BLTs for you guys. It just does the Aegis thing in the kitchen.
Yeah. He jumped.
He did.
Oh, where did we leave the 10th son? Is he?
Oh,
Oh, he got brought inside.
Yeah, he's brought- I'll grab
Bonkin
him.
would have put him somewhere.
I'll grab them.
Probably.
Okay,
Yeah,
what'd you do with my 10th son?
probably would have put him in Tempest room because it's Tempests.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, it's up in your room, Mr. Tempest.
Nice. Thank you.
It was a bit difficult because you kept rolling down the stairs.
Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm probably gonna wake him up again, maybe like roll him upstairs to the studio.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that you have a separate room apart from the studio. So when I said I put it in your room, I meant the like giant studio.
Oh, I'll put it in there. I'll put it in there.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, Tempest probably spends most of his time in the studio, not the his bedroom. He only goes there to sleep, I'm sure.
I only noticed you had a different one when I saw the giant glowing light from the 10th sun on it. Sorry about that.
No worries here. Okay, so yeah, Aegis is cooking. Kira, you would hear everybody getting back as well.
Yep. She's in her room at the moment.
Marcus, being kind of the selfish man that he is sometimes, sits down at the table and I'll pull out the last scraps of whatever pocket bacon I happen to have, just like to get the old shit out because I knew the new stuff is coming. And then I am going to text Marcos and I'm going to say, we didn't discuss payment on the flails, but I know coin is worth nothing to you as it is nothing to me. If you can manage the flails, I'll trade you my 2 double-bladed scimitars.
You'll get a text back almost immediately. That says, "Yes, Ninth Son, I would be honored."
And then Marcus, he's going to be really awkward about this. He's going to flip the visor down, and he's going to turn the video on. And as he does so, he's going to hold one of the sabers up, but not extended. And then, like a big thumbs up, he's going to go and shoot it up. It's just going to end the video. It'll be like a 6-second clip, and I'm just going to send it to him.
Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot you were here. Fucking Sundamar. Oh, yeah, so I will speak telepathically. I'm guessing this thing only speaks telepathically.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll reach out telepathically and I'll just say, look, we have a friend upstairs and I don't want you to be afraid of her when she comes down for the first time. She's a Shah Dakai. It's okay. You don't need to be afraid. If she goes berserk, I've already got a plan, but I don't think it'll ever come to that, so don't worry.
I'd like the it's okay. You'll see like Bonkin's head pop in and then be like, give me like a look of like, this is strange, and then go back.
Don't worry about him either.
You'd get back like a telepathically, obviously. You get back a not worried here.
Alright, that's all I'm gonna do. Just waiting and kind of hanging out. I'll get the bag out because I know we had discussed divvying up coin and stuff. Probably would have happened a mixture between there and whatever we have left, which I don't think is much. Actually, I think it's just the coffee cup.
And
Oh,
Marcus,
there's 2 gems.
Marcus, you'll get a text.
Yeah.
From Dr. K. That says, "I got the video footage and I think I know who did it."
Oh shit. Okay. I will send him a message really quick that says, shit, I meant to send that to Marcos. I'm sorry. Just, can you forget about, can you forward it to Marcos for me? It was a joke about a thumbs up and a sword.
I think he was talking about.
Yeah, so you'll get.
Oh, I
yeah.
am well aware.
Kevin
of what
knows
he's talking
Marcus
about.
doesn't.
Marcus is a fucking social idiot.
So you'll get a text back that starts out with question marks. It's like question mark times 3, and then no, I don't know what you're talking about, but I meant who hurt Ari. ...
Oh, okay, so it would be like O in all caps, and then ... and then under that, I'm gonna send the GIF version of my 6-second video with the thumbs up. I'll just go ahead and send that.
Okay. Then you'll get one back that says, "Did you want to meet?" question mark, or just want a location of where Meg lives.
Oh. You know, let me talk to the group and see what they want to do.
Okay.
Because we're all sleepy. ...
He says,
Was he can I insight that to see if he was insinuating wanting to meet today?
"You could inside it if you want to." Sure.
I mean, I know it's kind of hard to inside text, but I figure I've read enough of this guy's shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh, actually, holy shit, I'm proficient in insight. Alright, I thought it was just investigation. Nope, not with that fucking roll.
Yeah, you're not. Probably not. You call the shots anyway, so. Yeah, so you get one back that says, "Okay, whenever works best for you."
I'll just say out loud. Aegis, Dr. Kunia wants to meet with all of us. Do you think... oh, shit, Bonkin, you're in here too? Sorry, I just realized.
Oh yeah, I just came in. Figured I'd see how the cooking was going.
Yeah, well, it smells delicious, first of all. Second of all, Dr. Kunia just sent me a message and said that he wants to meet with us because he's got video footage and figured out who did the thing.
Didn't we solve that already?
Marcus flips his visor back up and
It was
kind of
Meg, right?
he kind of scrolls through it, and then he flips his visor up and goes, "Oh, that's what he was talking about." I'm gonna put the visor down, and I'm just gonna send a message back that says, "I think we've already completed everything." ...
Side quest complete.
So you'll get a text back that says, "Oh, ... Okay. Is
Did you-
Ari alive?"
I'm just gonna call him. I'm just
Okay.
gonna fucking push the call button. I'm not doing this anymore.
Okay.
I'd
He'll
like to
ans-
think that
Go
as
ahead.
like Marcus gets the text, Bonkin's gonna be like, "Did you tell him that we found Ari?"
Yes, that's the problem. Hang on, I'm just calling him. This has been this has been insane.
He'll answer
Oh, all right.
immediately.
I'll stay quiet.
Oh no, you're all right. Here, I'll put him on speaker. Bloom.
Hello.
Dr. K.
Yes.
Okay, I was mistaken. I didn't realize you were talking about the thing that we were doing. Master Bonkin, can you fill Dr. K in? I'm just gonna take the headset off and put it on the counter.
Oh yeah. Okay. He's gonna put it on. It's gonna be way too small.
And it's on speaker
Hi,
too.
Hi, Dr. K. Yeah. I know. Hi, Dr. K. It's Bonkin.
Hi, Bonkin.
I'm not sure Mr. Marcus's one works, but it's also really uncomfortably close to his mouth. But yeah, we found Miss Ari in like this old temple thing. We had to fight a lot of elves, this giant machine thing. Kira got kidnapped. We saved Kira. Well, actually, she helped us save her because she's cool.
Not just any elves, by the way. They were Shardakai. Make sure you tell them they were Shardakai.
Yeah, Marcus says they're Shadakar.
I mostly hear breathing, but I think I heard that Ari's alive. There was a temple. Could you maybe move the phone away from your mouth a little bit?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
He'll, like,
Bonkin,
move
just
it
put it back on the table. It's fine.
Oh, okay. And I'll like put it down. I go, can you still hear me?
Yes. Oh, that's much better. So Ari's alive?
Oh yeah, she's fine. She's with the brain squid things.
Well, I
we
wouldn't
took
say
it.
she's fine, but she's alive.
Yeah, but they said that she should be fine and should go
I
back
mean, she
to
was pretty
normal.
fine. No, inside voice. Sorry. Tempest is like kind of like you'll see him every once in a while. Like look up from like he's like typing something on his phone, swearing every once in a while. I'm like, oh no, sorry, inside voice. Nope, not saying that out loud.
Right, I don't know what that means, but apparently she is fine, according to Tempest.
Did you find
Everyone
some
here
more?
is also... yeah, we also found out apparently she was being strapped up to this whole, like, demon thing,
But I
getting hit
saw
with
her
blood.
shoot. I saw
Oh,
her.
no. Marcus says that was something to do with a doppelganger. Meg didn't actually do that.
Doppelganger. Really?
Yes, I'm pretty damn positive. I've got confirmation from the pod that there was a doppelganger involved. That and I killed it in like 9 seconds, I think. He was very afraid. He tried to turn into me.
What in the hell's... Okay, so Meg is alive. Ari is alive. Did you stay here?
We also found your sixth son, Marcus Jr., as I like to call him.
Wait, you found the ninth son.
Oh, yes, everything's been taken care of. Bloodline secured. I can go back
He was
to the past.
eaten by a robot.
He was eaten by a robot.
Yeah, but like this robot thing.
He lived.
So we took all of them back. Meg was gonna have what did you say was happening, Mr. Marcus? Memory phaser, something like that. She's
Phaser?
gonna forget.
Gonna wipe her memory.
Yeah, her memories are going to be rearranged and replanted so that she has no recollection of doing the nasty deed or being anywhere near the scene. That way nobody can pry on her.
Okay, so it's all handled.
Everything is A-okay. Within the next couple of days, I'm sure that Ari will be fit as a fiddle.
Oh yeah, and we got sort of a way to go back. It's just gonna take a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. Real quick, Doctor, have you ever heard of a fucking time dragon?
I've heard stories of demons were more my... Why?
Because we need one shot to maybe go back. Or we can talk to one. That was worth a shot.
Do you know if like people keep like time dragon hearts in like museums or something that's like, you know, better than having to cut a heart out of a time dragon?
That is a very good question.
Is there like a dragonology course or somebody who teaches dragonology over there?
Honestly, the museum is a very good idea. There are dragon studies, but I guarantee she doesn't have a dragon heart laying around.
How about legendary magical artifacts? Is there a class there? Because there's an item called the Chronos Mirror, which the pod intends to utilize through the Elder Brain.
Oh, yeah.
Once we have a handful of items, also including a Chronos shard, an Ethereum crystal, a temporal anchor, a void sphere, and yes, of course, the heart of a fucking time dragon, Dr. K.
Oh,
You guys
also,
You can hear him typing, like in the background furiously, as you
Oh.
are saying these things. Go ahead.
we also learned something about this guy called TW. He's like a gnome, and he's got a little kinku monk birdman.
Jet black eyes.
Yeah. He went into the death realm. That we're called death something. Death dimension, I don't know.
The realm of death. It's a plane of existence, I believe.
That one. And I think he's okay, because that's like monk training. But yeah, that's a thing.
Okay. I'll have to do some research on the Chronos Mirror. I'm sure someone somewhere knows, but I think legendary is probably the proper word to use for that. I'll see what I can drum up. I'll also see if there are any museums that would contain a heart of a time dragon.
Well, I think that we're also going to maybe reach out, well, at least my thought was to reach out to Alpha League and see if any of their resources, I mean, they had people building machines that brought us through time. They've got to have some sort of knowledge of the arcane. I assume any of these items are probably humming with arcane magic.
I always just kind of got the feeling they're just still having to catch us.
I didn't, Mish. Hold on, I've got to go through my notes to remember her name.
Golden Commander?
Yeah, but I Bonkin would know her actual name, and I did write it down. I just can't remember.
Leelna?
Leelna, yeah. Thank you. Didn't Mish Leelna say that they got
I can't
like,
remember somebody's name in real life, but apparently I can remember Leelna.
Good.
Miss Leelna said something about like a prophecy or some readings or something that said they were gonna come in like that we were coming in like a week or something.
Interesting. It's possible they might have some kind of technology that could help. I will. I'll see. I'll reach out to colleagues, contacts, and I'll do it discreetly. Make it seem like it's for a study or something.
Just for our reference, maybe also give Marcos a little bit of space for the next couple of days. He's working on a project for me, and unless he needs to debrief himself to you, I think he should be given just a little bit of time.
Oh.
I'd be more than happy if you do need anything from one of the 9 sons. There are 2 of us here right now. That I'm aware of. Maybe there are 3. That'd be kind of neat.
Oh, that would be. I'm not sure. Yes. Well, he doesn't answer to me, so that won't be a problem. Thank you very much for handling that and for making sure Ari was safe. And of course for maintaining our bloodline.
Well, of course, if I would have failed in this endeavor, we would have all disappeared. Technically, you would have, right?
It's true.
Maybe not the people before me, but the people after me would have been unwritten. It's crazy to think about. See, destiny, my friends.
That's very scary to think about, Mr. Marcus.
No, it's the way of the world. It's the way of the pack
So-
that binds
so-
our blood.
But the fact that you never, or you're just here, means that you never die, right? Oh my god, time's breaking my brain.
So, as far as I'm aware, I've actually run the numbers. As it would appear, not only did I succeed in my main life, because I can do the math between my generation and Marcos' generation, I died a long time ago. But I had to have succeeded, even if my timeline jumped at one point in time, because he still exists in the now.
I'm very confused.
Tim has just finished, sends off his message. And I see, yeah, Candace, you just saw that, so.
Yeah, I did. That's amazing.
And the good thing is,
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Tempest just like typed it out, deleted it, typed it out again like 12 times, deleted and typed it out, and finally sent it.
The same message?
Just editing constantly before he's finally ready to send.
Okay. So Dr. K's still on the phone. So he says, if it's all right, I'm gonna hang up now.
Oh, yeah. I thought
Oh,
you
you're
called
still here,
me.
sorry.
Sorry
Thank-
about that.
I guess I did call you.
Thank you for letting me know about everything, and stay safe.
Yes,
You-
and I just turned the phone off.
You too, Mr.
And I just pick it back up and slip it on my head. Alright, we should probably grab Mistress Kira. Has anybody sought her out yet? Maybe we should bring her down here for some pocket bacon. Or if she's more comfortable, I guess we can all just pile in her room. No. No, she
I think
comes
she would
down
be
here.
very comfortable with all of us piling into her room right now.
That'd be terrible.
I don't think
Like
it's
not
safe
even
to,
not even knocking on the door, just walking right in. Yeah,
I don't think it's safe to do that.
I'm totally joking. That would absolutely be deadly for us. We're not going to do that.
We should probably wait till Mr. Edge finishes the food before we get her, just so we have a reason to get her down.
Oh, I think we have a good reason to get her down. And I swing my backpack over and I reach in and I pull out the fucking coffee cup and I set it down. I'm just gonna see how much she drinks before she realizes what it is. Nobody say a word to her.
Bonkin's gonna have like conflicted feelings, but he wants to be part of the joke. He's gonna be like, right, okay, I won't say anything.
We've got to get her out of a funk, otherwise she's gonna sit up there and brood for the next 2-3 weeks.
That's true. All right.
I'll send a message to Kira that says, "Hey, we are back, and we found something neat. You should come see."
Also, Tempest, you would get a text back from the Frozen Phoenix that says, "What do you have a question about? Something villainy?"
Sweet. I got another text back. Tempest will kind of like plop down on the little chair in front of Bonkin. Sorry, Bonkin, excuse me. And I like kind of like hunch over and get really invested in this conversation.
Oh, my bad. I'll move out your way.
Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you.
Master Tempest, are you alright?
Oh, yeah. Just following up on some correspondence.
You talking to your girlfriend?
Maybe.
Oh, it's moved that quickly? Didn't you meet her less than like 60 hours ago?
Very specific, but yeah.
Well,
No, yeah. From like the shows I watch, like you have to like wait like a certain amount of time. No, she's not my girlfriend not yet. Seeing like maybe she wants to go to lunch or something like that. But I also got a text from the Frozen Phoenix. I mean, if she's also down, I mean,
double
cool.
dipping.
But well, maybe not. Probably not. I mean, if she's willing and ready, I guess. But no. That's not what it's about. I just want to learn more about this necklace that she found. Well, that I found after we beat the crap out of her water people.
True. Just be
All
confident.
right.
Be straightforward with them. I'm sure that's exactly what they want.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna beat around the bush.
I mean, Mr. Marcus is smart. I'm sure he's right.
Bingo bonking. So, Sundama, I'll say this out loud in common. Do you think you'd fancy... Fuck, what do you eat? Do I know what intellect devourers require, Candace,
Yeah.
to sustain themselves?
Yeah. Either survival or animal handling.
Also, while you're rolling, you're gonna get a text back. Not immediately. So you get the she's typing and then it stops, and then the she's typing and then it stops. And then the message that comes through is just, is it something you need me to identify?
He will respond, no, that's the good part. We've already identified it. And then I'll send you this short, 6-second video of, his hand going up and just like a giant thumb, the saber blade goes up.
Question. Is your new pet in this video?
Oh,
That's a good
Yeah, it's
question.
probably on his damn shoulder.
So Marcus, you asked it what it eats, right?
Yeah.
So you get a response back that says dreams, nightmares, thoughts.
Well, that's fucking perfect. You can have all the nightmares you want. You just stick close by to me. All yours.
You saying that out loud?
Oh yeah, he's gonna say, you're gonna be a fat little brain.
It's on his face.
Meanwhile, Kira is typing. Kira is not typing. Kira is typing. Kira is typing, and then just what is that?
He'll respond, ... My saber?
She's gonna do a quick little video, the remix option that you get in Discord and similar things, just to blow it up, have a circle, and then the emoji with the question mark and exclamation point stamped on it in red, and then she'll send that back.
Oh. So yeah, the response would just be, Sundama Doramir.
Kira's typing. Kira's not typing. Kira's typing. Understood.
That was easy.
He'll just flip the visor up. Alright, seems Mistress Kira's on her way down. She's already approved of Sundama here, so we shouldn't have any issues there. Master Aegis, how are those BLTs coming? Oh, Master Aegis, did you use your new alchemy jug? Please tell me that there's not mayonnaise just all over the fucking...
Oh, hi.
Why does it come out so fast?
I did indeed. He says you can see, as you ask the question, you turn and you can see that he's dipping a butter knife into the jar, and out comes some mayonnaise, and he's putting it on the sandwiches, and they're all but finished. And He turns around and starts serving everybody. Hopefully these live up to the standard y'all expected.
Oh, would anyone like some tea? I recently learned how to make that with this YouTube that Miss Kira showed me about.
Me too.
MeTube, that's what it's called. He had to like look on. I like to think that he flipped his phone open and viewed it. His phone can't handle YouTube. He's just on his browser.
By the way, like a couple of minutes pass and Kira does not come down the stairs.
So no tea.
Oh, yes, sure, I'll take some tea. What kind of tea is it? This isn't gonna be some weird bugbear specialty thing. Not to say that would make it weird, but I just didn't know you made tea.
I prefer tea to the bitter stuff that Miss Kira drinks.
Oh, yes, the stuff in the magic cup.
Yeah. It's rooibos.
Rooibos. Say
Rooibos.
Rooibos. I don't know. Do I know what that means? What does that mean?
That's an Afrikaans word for a special kind of tea you get.
So I have no fucking idea. Oh, okay. Yeah. What is it? What's that?
Oh, it's like this, and there's like he'll probably take the box from the counter from where he's standing. He can reach it, so he just. And it literally just says ROOIBOS on it, because it's an actual brand.
Oh, interesting. How does it smell? Is it dark? Is it like one of those earthy ones, or is it like citrusy?
I would like to tell you, but I'm not sure.
This smells great. Smells like plants. Okay, I'll send another message to Kira since she isn't coming down, and I'll just say, no, you know what? No, he's not. He's not. He's done with fucking texting today. He flips the visor up. He's gonna get up and walk upstairs. I'll be right back. I need to go get her. Sunama, you stay here.
Oh, no, you can take him with you.
Sunama! And you see him, like, jump off the table.
Okay, apparently it smells like it has this like sweet honey aroma with a multi tobacco smell and some dried cherries.
Kevin's face is killing me every time.
That's supposed to be like the smell of the tea.
Ooh, I actually kind of like that. I like.
Mhm.
I don't like smoking tobacco, but I love the smell of like.
I'm pretty sure rooibos doesn't actually have any in it. I think it smells like it.
Fair enough.
But it is my favorite kind of tea.
Weird question. Does it actually have caffeine in it, or is it one of those just like herbal teas?
It's more herbal.
I dig it. Okay, so yeah, Marcus will go upstairs and he's just gonna knock on the door. Kira, Mistress Kira.
Door's open.
Okay, that's.
She
good. I
says
didn't
it in
wanna-
Elven.
Okay, yeah, he'll open it. Good, because I didn't want to have to break the fucking thing down.
Yep. So she is sitting on the edge of her bed at the moment. Looks like headphones are in and just like she's kind of sitting with like her head leaned back against the wall at the moment, and Min is laying on the floor like right next to the bed.
There's fresh pocket bacon downstairs, he says to Min.
And you're walking up with this thing? Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
So, Min, upon Marcus's entry with this thing on your shoulder, at first it's kind of like it was almost a dog-like reaction to hearing Marcus enter. It was like, oh yeah, oh, and then it's full-on cat.
Oh. This is Sundama. Sundama, this is Min, and this is Mistress Kira. They are, well, actually, I believe you've been acquainted. Am I right? You've met Sundamar at least once, Mistress Kira?
You hear Sundamar say, yes.
Oh, confirmed, and a brain never forgets, so...
So Kira at this point just takes out a headset and she says, she hisses like in Elven, like to Min, like, No, don't attack him.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was on the table. Yes, no, man, that'd be terrible. I like wrap my cloak around like my left arm, and I just kind of like tuck the brain inside there, and all you can see is one tentacle. That's just kind of like keeping us. It's like its little one sensory organ.
Min will start to walk toward you and then just walk past you and go out the door. Her tail flicks as she walks past.
Is it me, or is she becoming more and more sentient?
What do you mean, more and more?
I mean, when we first met, everything seemed very calculated and mechanical in nature, and now the personality is dripping in that cat, and I'm blending lines between reality and fantasy in my head when I keep thinking that she's not made of metal. Is that weird?
No, it might just mean that you're starting to understand her.
Sorry about bringing him in here.
Didn't think to warn you not to bring that into my room.
That's fair. I suppose this probably isn't technically the weirdest thing in your living space. You have demon ichor, parts from oozes, chunks of undead... What the fuck were they?
There's the undead bullets and the gargantuan centipede. I have
That's
plates
the
for
one.
both.
Yes.
Two different types of slime, one ooze, the ichor, a few other just odds and ends. How can I help? And she's got, like, she kind of sits forward a little bit, so it's like one hand on a knee and the other's like on her head, just kind of like rubbing her temple a little bit.
Did that doppelganger bite you?
No.
Okay, good. It's just I'm not sure, you seem kind of tired and out of it. I wanted to make sure that maybe it wasn't a vampire doppelganger and you were going to turn on us. If staking you is what it came down to, now would be my chance to close the door because Min's outside. I'm sorry, I thought way more into that than I probably should, but you've always got to have a plan.
That is smart. Min could get through the door without much difficulty. None of these have been reinforced yet.
That's okay. It would buy me 6 seconds, and I think that's probably all I'd need.
Assuming I didn't just pull the shadows around myself and end up near Min.
Touché. Oh, speaking of jumping through shadows, look at this new cloak I got. And he kind of does like a little half spin, brain kind of like pops out.
Sulfur.
Yes.
Demonic. Magical?
Cape of the Mountebank allows me to dimension door myself once every 24 hours or so.
Is it something I know, Candace?
Give me a history check. Or Arcana, I suppose. Yeah, history is better for you.
Nah, they're actually the same. I know my items.
Yeah, so yeah, you're familiar with what it is between your studies and your profession and the places you've traversed. You're familiar with that item.
Allows you to move from one area to another, but leaves a bit of a brimstone and sulfur cloud in your wake and, well, arrival.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good find.
It's a very good find, a lucky find too. No wonder those tricky bastards down there were getting around as much as they were. Between that and the ability to cast Arcane Gate, they were movers for sure.
I have one other question for you, Candace. Do I notice he's missing a sword?
Give me a...
Or his flail?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Only asking because gear is like the one thing I care about. The people, eh.
Yeah. Yeah, you notice. You're constantly looking at everybody's gear and the state of their gear. Are they taking care of it? Have they been doing what they're supposed to? And this is kind of missing.
So, his explaining a little bit, like, his theory about them being tricky bastards. Well, not theory, but explanation. Just full out cuts him off. Where are your blades?
Oh, right here. And he'll pull the one up that he has and activate him.
Is it the one she was working on, or the other one?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's the one with the blinding, or with the
Totally.
Wait.
brilliant aura.
Well, it's good to see you still have that one.
Oh,
Did you break the other one?
no, I gave it to Morokos to fiddle with. He said that he was going to try to transfer some of the energy source from that one into a flail.
I didn't know that was something you were considering.
I wasn't. And then I found a fucking Githyanki with one of my people's flails, except it was a cheap knockoff version of it, and I wanted to see the best that possibly could be. Marcos happened to be there when I surmised the idea, and he happened to say, "Did you know that I was a blacksmith?" And I said, "Get the fuck out of here." And he said, "I also utilize tech, including laser tech." So we'll see what he can do.
Do you have his number?
I do.
Would you share his number?
I might.
I know your fighting style, and therefore could assist him in making something that would be weighted appropriately for how you approach combat, for the most efficiency in your lethality.
Interesting point. Let me text him and ask him. I'll just literally pull the visor down and send the text to Morokos. Can I give your information away to Mistress Kira?
Oh, yeah, he would have met her. So you'd get a text back that says, "If that is what you wish to do, Ninth Son, that is fine."
He'll respond and say, "She's got a pretty good point about possibly being able to help you with appropriate weighting of the flail task that I've set you to."
Then you get one back like almost immediately that says yes.
Wonderful. I won't even send a reply. I'll just put my visor up and say, "Perfect. I'll give you the information immediately. He seems very giddy."
That would be, that would probably be the most pragmatic approach, yes.
Oh, and I offered him a trade for the work. However, since you'll be assisting him, I have like somewhere in the ballpark of 7,000 gold pieces, so just tell me how much I owe you for your work and your time, and I will pay you appropriately. Money means nothing to me. I'll give you my boots if you want them. I can fight without those as well.
She looks at his boots, seems a little contemplative. No, it's you. We're fighting together. It is
yes.
my role to make sure that you fight as Stuff It, Lucy, as capably as you are able.
I suppose that's fair. I'm just saying, I know that the work that goes into it's pretty intense. So just think it over. Look, I've literally only got between 30 and 35 years left alive. That's when my destiny's timer runs out. So you will probably outlive me. If you just, want some extra money to take with you into the future, you just let me know.
I will keep this in mind. A trade might not be a bad idea.
You want my boots then? He just
No,
reaches down.
maybe, but no. There's... Can you tell if someone's losing their mind?
Can I tell if someone's losing their mind? I will, as I'm smiling and thinking through it, Candace, I'm going to open up the network to Sundamar, and I'm going to say, I know what I'm capable of. Do you think you can assist me in helping figure out whether or not somebody was truly losing their sanity?
I can try.
Don't do anything weird. He'll smile and just go, I could give it a try. I've never met anybody who is concerned with being insane.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily insanity as a blurring of things, half remembered. I don't know how to explain it. When you talk to people's minds, can you see things too, or is that just conversation?
Most Ninth Sons cannot. I have attempted to perceive things since the network opened up to me, and I've succeeded a few times. It's something that I intend to continue to pursue because sometimes people are hiding things that would probably benefit me to know.
Is it at this time that the Bonkin call goes up, or is that still a little bit later?
It would probably be right about now. Like, tea's ready. Well, you're here. Do it, Bonkin.
The tea's ready if you want some, Mr. Marcus.
Oh shit, yeah, I came up to get you. Master Bonkin was making tea, Master Aegis is making BLTs, and Tempest is texting.
Well, in that case, we should probably
BLT.
go downstairs. You said you had something interesting, right?
Oh yes, it's actually a gift for you. He'll get to the door and he'll kind of half turn around though, and he'll kind of like put his hand up on the doorway and he goes, "Do you think you're going crazy?"
So she hesitates and then just in very quiet Elven just says, I don't know.
Okay, Candace, as soon as she says that, I'm gonna press into her mind, and I'm gonna open up the network with Sundamar, and I'm just gonna try to see. I'm not trying to dig, because I've never tried it before. I'm just gonna touch really surface level shit, and I'm gonna see if I can't necessarily read her minds, but see what thoughts might be bouncing around that she's getting confused about.
Kira, are you fighting it at all? Or are you letting him press in your mind?
You would see the pink glint just.
I think there's a moment where it's like the instinctive like resistance, but then she tries to like let the walls down a little bit.
Okay, well, roll percentiles and call high or low for allowing Marcus in.
Low.
So your instinct, well, give me a wisdom saving throw first. Because your instinct kicks in and you're like, hold on, wait, is it Marcus or is it this weird fucking thing in his shirt?
Yeah, because if it looks like the brain, fuck that. Fuck that weird brain thing.
I told him not to be weird.
Okay, yeah, so your instinct, so Marcus, initially, as you try to press, this is something you haven't felt from her before, it's almost like, it's like if she was trying to close the door while you're standing there, but then you see her physically sort of force herself to relax, and then she does allow you to press into her mind.
So you'll just hear him say, once he actually gains access, you'll hear the kind of the telepathy echo throughout, and he'll just say, just take a deep breath and relax. The worst that happens is that I don't sense anything.
So there is this immediate, like, grumbly thought of the worst that's happened is this goes horrifically wrong. But she takes a deep breath and does her best to not fight the telepath in his pet brain.
Second. Marcus, let's see. Why don't you give me an investigation check?
That sounds great. That's the only thing that I have the highest in investigation. It's still not that great. Oh my god, I'm rolling like shit tonight.
Sorry, you can do that with advantage because you have the network open with the little guy. So it's the two of you. So roll again. We'll see if it's higher. Yeah.
All right, you little shit. Okay, there we go. 22.
Okay, yeah.
I'll take it.
That's great. So
Thank God.
you're going through her mind, and she's right. Everything does seem kind of fuzzy. It's almost as though she's even struggling to remember what's bothering her. She's really having a hard time gripping it. So as you start to prod, because you are usually very polite about it, and you usually don't poke and prod and investigate, you're not really sure where to start. But this thing dives right in. Like, you tell, like, this is just what it does. And it sort
I'm
of...
just holding on to its coattail, by the way. Like,
Right.
psychically, I'm just literally like, okay, show me what to do here. I got you.
And playing on that, it's kind of like you're going down hallways, right? So it kind of like, it moves down a little bit. not really clear here, not really clear here. It does get to one point where it's very, very clear. And what you see is this. You see this very clearly in her mind.
She high elf or wood elf?
She's high elf. Right, Kira? Am I right about that? Yeah, she's high elf.
In her brain, it's a little fuzzy, so.
Right. So yes, she appears to be high elf. She has the high cheekbones, the longer ears, just the way she's holding herself screams high elf to you. You haven't heard her talk about any high elf people. You haven't heard much about Kira's history in general, so you're not really sure who this would be. But this is the only clear vision you're able to see. Now, as you're... Go ahead.
The insignia on her shoulders, do I recognize a clan, a symbol, an affiliation, a religious icon, anything on her?
Give me a history check.
Ooh.
Yeah, it doesn't stand out to you in particular. It's not anything that you've seen before, and there's a split second where you think that maybe oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Sundamar, that maybe he might recognize it, but it's really it doesn't stick with him either.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just take a photographic image, grab onto it, and then if that's all that really seems
so
clear...
the other stuff that's around, you can see it's kind of like you're looking through a really thick smoke or shadow. You can see you're pretty sure you see a large fire in one area, very large fire in one area. In another, you don't really see anything, but you just feel dread and fear. You can't make out anything as far as that's concerned. It is purely shadow, but it's dread and fear.
Okay.
But you can tell, even without an insight check, you can tell from delving in this way, she's telling the truth. She doesn't think she's going crazy, but she doesn't know what the hell's going on.
All right, so I will, as I'm kind of like backing out of the halls and the corridors, I'll just go into normal telepathy and I'll just kind of command him to disconnect, and then I will show her the image that I saw in the hallway of the girl, and I'm going to just say, "Who is this to you?"
Do I remember Candace? Or do you want me to make a check on that one for if I can identify who she is?
Give me a wisdom check. No, yeah, give me a wisdom check, and I can tell you what you know. Yeah, so you can't grasp her name. You know you knew it at one point, but you can't grasp her name. And Marcus, as you're looking at Kira as she's trying to remember this, you can see tears kind of forming in her eyes. And Kira, you feel that feeling she always gave you. But you cannot think of her name, and it's actually hurting you that you can't.
Yeah, so seeing the tears well up, Marcus will just kind of let the image fade, and he's gonna just step out of her mind completely.
Yeah, so she starts to, say in just a little bit of choked up Elven, just I don't, and it just repeats that, the I don't, and then she just shakes her head as he disconnects as well.
And Min will walk in past you again, Marcus, a little less playful and cat-like, and go over next to Kira and sort of press against her leg.
And Kira will immediately reach out to Min. If this cat hit soft for her, it would be the fingers in the fur, but it's definitely making contact. She uses Min to steady herself. That is an action that has been repeated 100,000 times.
So Marcus will say, we need to figure out who that is. I have a sneaking suspicion that's the reason why you're having trouble right now.
She nods. And there is anguish for a moment, and then she closes her eyes and takes a deep breath and does her best to kind of like shove that down and away. You're right. But I heard there was pocket bacon to be had. That's more important right now, right?
He turns around and starts walking. Well, that and Master Bonkin told us that tea was done like 10 minutes ago, so it's probably really awkward down there
And
now.
then you'll hear Aegis say, "Lunch is ready."
I'd also like to think that after that you'd hear a tea's getting cold.
And she's gonna walk down like with Min immediately. Like they're taking up a square and a half of space right now, not a full 2 square.
Yeah. Yeah, and Min would be like, yeah, right on you. For sure.
So Marcus will come down and sit back at the table. He'll take the intellect devour out of his cape. And he'll place him on the just on the set. Well, actually, maybe no. He won't put him on the table. He'll just set him on the ground next to the table. Like, sorry, he's crying. He's crying.
Yeah, you'll see Tempest, like, if he starts to put him on the table, he's just kind of like,
Yeah, he does too. And then he's like, you know what? Sorry, Sunema. No offense.
Did I hear you say he eats dreams?
Out nightmares too. And thoughts if you have them to spare. But I'll take care of him. He can have my nightmares.
You have lost your nightmares, Bonkin would say as he like slips over a cup.
Oh, thank you for the tea. Yes, horrible nightmares every single night. I've seen lots of really crazy shit in my life, but here's to that.
Yeah, should be a shame. So, out of like character question, as he's talking to Marcus, wow, I almost said I completely almost fucked your name up.
Monkus.
I don't even know what I was gonna say. I lost
You
chain
were
of thought.
combining Bonkin and Marcus. Monkus.
No, it wasn't even Monkus. It was just, and then I completely lost chain of thought.
Bonkus is awesome.
Yeah. Bonkus, yeah. Don't give them ideas. Anyway, so as Kira, Marcus, and Min come down, I'd like to think that on the surface level, Bonkin just like views everyone, just not enough to incite them, but just kind of views general mood. What would Kira and Marcus' general mood be after that? Min is probably just cat-like.
You could do. Give me an insight check. Give me 2.
But to be clear, Marcus does not hide his emotions.
Right.
So he is just back to business. It's time to show people this cup. Goddamn.
Yeah. All right. So those were for Kira and Min because Marcus really doesn't hide his emotions.
Can I try a deception that I would
was just about
argue
to
with
say.
disadvantage because it's hard to hide the
Yeah.
physical sides of that? Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There is a very, very slim chance I make this.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So, picture like she's doing her best to like hide it, but it's obvious she was just either crying or close to it. And Min, correct me if I'm wrong, Candace, on this one, Min is probably doing the little bit of like her pre-combat mode a little bit,
Like
where she's like
protective.
definitely in hyper protective stance of Kira, and Kira has her like hand, like one hand on the service animal vest that Min's wearing, and she kind of immediately went off to the side in the room.
In that case, as like Bonkin hands over the cup to Marcus, he'd be like, "Did you guys have a fight?"
No.
It looks a bit. Well, she looks like she had just cried a bit, and Min looks a bit overprotective.
I told you not to mention it, Master Bonkin. remember?
What? Mention what?
He's. Do you want me to roll deception? He's gonna legitimately try to convince
Yeah.
me that I had the
Go
conversation.
ahead. Go ahead.
Honestly, it might work.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
Do you want to counter with an insight, Lucy?
Sure, why not?
Oh.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow, that's fate.
So close.
You, Bunkin, you're like, oh shit, maybe we did talk about this.
Can you remind me what we talked about? I forgot. And he's like panicking.
He's gonna just say quietly. He'll say, "Just about her emotional state, emotions."
So, is it still about the elf thing, or did you go? Never mind. And he's gonna.
Mistress Kira, check out this cup.
There you
He's
go.
just gonna pick the cup up and slide it to the edge of the table. This is crazy.
Oh yeah, I think you're really gonna like it.
Is that it? Is that a Yeti cup?
Just take a sip.
She looks so suspicious for a moment, but
Oh,
then
see,
Better-
look, you've got all the weird shit, okay? We wouldn't have anything strange to put in there. But
If
Better yet, you take a sip and then pour it into the sink.
Bornkin's gonna have like a mixed look on his face.
Is this a dosage thing? As
no,
she
just
goes
make
forward.
sure that make sure you definitely drink that first gulp, though. I'll get it all the way down before you dump it.
Yeah.
You realize this sounds horribly suspicious.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, I suppose it does. Now that you mention it.
It's alright,
Oh.
it's safe.
No,
I
it's-
promise.
Wanna do it?
No, it's
So she
fine.
like picks it up anyway, and as she's like saying that it's suspicious, she's like, "Is that cinnamon
Do
and
it.
caramel?"
Oh.
do it.
Ooh.
Do
It's,
it.
it's perfectly safe. You don't have to worry about it. I promise.
Well, if Funkin says it, and yeah, so
Oh, come on.
she'll look at
Okay.
it, gives Marcus a like, you know I'm right look, and then takes a gulp of the apparently really good coffee.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, it's perfectly
Hot.
warm. It's not too hot, like
Okay,
you get
well
from a Yeti sometimes. It's not too hot. It's perfect drinking temperature, and it is flavored perfectly as well.
Oh, this hits the spot.
Drink
And-
more.
Drink all of it, and then
She-
and then pour it into the sink, and then see what happens. It's so cool.
Hey, take your time. Finish
Am
it
I-
on your.
Wait, am I supposed to drink more or pour it in the sink?
Marcus grabs his tea.
Yes.
Chug, 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 and he starts pounding his tea.
Oh, no, Mr. Marcus is still hot.
Ah, my mouth. Oh, I'm sorry, Tempest. I'll get that. And he stands up and turns.
I
for
got
his
all over my
towel.
phone, man.
I got a cloth. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you. Master Aegis, can you do that prestidigitation and clean him? Didn't you say that was a cleaning
Yeah,
spell?
so it's Aegis is still like prepping stuff, and just with one hand, just kind of offhandedly, prestidigitation cleans it up.
Kira is not going to chug the coffee, but she is going to take another like big drink of it because it tastes really good and it's drinking temperature.
And as you like lift the cup to your mouth, you realize it feels the exact same weight. Then you take the sip and put it down. And
Do I know what this is?
give me history or Arcana.
Flat roll, or can I logic some of this?
Yeah, you can logic it. Go ahead and do it with advantage, based on what you're seeing right now. Yeah, so I mean, even if you didn't have the advantage, so you're familiar with even back in your time, there were bottles that would have like never-ending specific fluids that like drinks in them. And one with coffee did exist then, but it was a bottle, and now someone apparently enchanted a Yeti cup so that it stays perfectly warm.
Did you? And she's fully an Elven here. Did you get me a cup of never-ending coffee?
Well, we took it off a bottle,
Yeah.
but yes, it's yours. We cleaned. Well, actually, we all drank from it, but we cleaned the blood and stuff off of the lip of it initially, so it's fine. It's good, right?
This is the best gift that I've ever received.
Try not to
Told you.
drink.
See,
Why not?
yeah, I thought she would love. I knew we'd love it.
I don't know what you guys said, but try not to drink too much of it.
As
Miss
she
Kara.
takes another big gulp. I make no comment again. I make no promises. This is everything I need.
I mean, probably coffee's better for you than those energy drinks. I hear they give you kidney stones.
What's a kidney stone?
I don't know, but sounds heavy.
I don't know, actually.
I have
It's just
Bonkin
something I
carry
read
my
or
bag.
heard.
Marcus, you'll hear from Sundamar. You'll hear kidney stones, very painful.
Ah, kidney stones are very painful.
Yeah,
Because they're
yeah,
heavy.
that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Because they're heavy.
I have added the Yeti of Boundless coffee to my inventory.
Perfect.
I won't need to drink as many. This is fantastic. Thank you.
You should try this tea sometime. It's really good.
Thank you, but I have coffee.
Yeah, but you're gonna need a break every now and then.
Why?
Because coffee is really bitter, and sometimes a bit of sweetness is great.
Uh-huh.
Besides the coffee, are you okay?
Maybe
Oh,
I
shit.
can have some more tea, Master Bonkin, because I just spit mine all over Master Tempest.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Sorry
Completely
about
forget
that.
that.
I was trying to get
And it was
excited about
scalding.
it was very hot. God, I'm sorry. Do you, Master Aegis, do you need healing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright.
I mean,
Just need a napkin for my phone. So.
Wait, it got on your phone?
There you
A
go.
little bit, yeah.
Give me.
give me.
Vulcan would put a napkin on the table.
Don't read my messages.
Tempest, if I were going to read your messages, I wouldn't need access to your physical device to do so. As she takes it and she's gonna turn it over and make sure that it's fine.
Marcus is-
What?
Marcus starts changing his passwords.
You guys
Well,
haven't
you
even
didn't
told her
understand
anything
browsing
that
history
happened.
on a regular
You guys
basis.
haven't even told her anything that happened yet.
Oh, yours.
I love it.
When the phones got set up, yours just auto purges. That
Oh,
is
good.
for the sanity of anyone and everyone.
Oh, yes. Yeah, good.
I'm gonna check over the phone, make sure it's fine. I'm assuming it is. If it's not, we're just gonna throw a little magic into it to make sure that it's fine.
Let me roll some dice.
Okay. Because I have cantrips for that.
Right. I love that you want to do that, to be honest. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I forgot my HP was not great.
I mean,
Oh,
You're just
Kira's
like
still
bleeding out all over the kitchen.
I
No,
said
I'm-
it like twice
I'm-
before we left that place. I was like, Bonkin is not in good shape.
I'm beside bloody, but it's fine.
yeah, so it's
Oh, fuck.
he's bloody adjacent.
That's what it was. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this at him.
Oh no, not the tea.
Stop bleeding everywhere, man.
Kira, it is a little damaged. It's mostly from when Tempest dropped it out of shock of being hit with hot tea. So it has like a scuff on the side and like a little chip on the.
Tempest,
corner.
you need to get a case for this.
He's looking
Fine.
better now. Thank you, Mr. Tempest.
Yeah, no problem.
She's completely
I
ignoring the
mean-
healing happening at this point because she's more focused on the things that truly matter. This phone.
I mean, it's probably fine, right? I mean,
See, this is not fine.
I only drop it every once in a while. I think we did establish that he always has his crack screen.
No, okay. Min, and she's actually, rather than putting magic into it herself, she's going to hold it down for Min. And Min is going to do what looks like just like she nuzzles the phone and then opens her mouth and looks like what breathes on it. Because Min also has an ability to heal constructy things, and like I feel like that kind of like just glazes over the phone for a second, and all the scuffs and stuff end up as gleaming as Min does.
See, that's why I don't need a case. Thanks. Thanks, man.
This is the irresponsible teenager.
I'm so tempted to not give this back. If you break it, you can't text.
Don't read it.
You gonna take care of it?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Until Marcus spit coffee or tea all over me.
Sorry about that. It was hot. I didn't realize quite how hot it was. Master Bonkin, you should warn people.
I did say the coffee was shit. You confused me, Miss Kira. The tea is hot. I'm very concerned for you and that coffee.
The coffee is good. It helps a lot. And to answer your other question, she is going to give the phone back to Tempest.
Thank you.
Yes, I am all right, at least for the moment.
All right. Well, if you want, I know some great meditation techniques to help calm you down. Maybe help you think things through over. It helps me think sometimes.
Yeah.
I might keep that in mind. I took some time to kind of process, and Marcus was help. Did you actually? You never gave a yes or a no, Marcus.
As to what?
Did you propose?
She switches to Elvin again and says, well, is it insanity?
Oh, he'll kind of look at her. His eyes will flash pink, and he'll just say it in her head just to not fucking cross any wires here. I don't think you're going insane. I think there's a level of confusion, and confusion leads to fear, and fear leads to anger, and anger leads to the dark.
Leads to the dark side. I know that one.
So she nods. She just nods at that.
If you ever want to see her again, let me know and I'll show you.
I think I'll be able to. I couldn't remember her before, but now she's hard to forget.
Good. It's progress.
Wish I knew who the fuck she was.
Me too, she's gorgeous.
Poor Bunkin not understanding any of that.
So I'll switch over to Common and just say, just totally shift gears nonchalant. So, now that you have your gift, would you like to hear all the other news that we have?
Oh, there's a lot. Also, hear Min. He's gonna lower his hand and have some pocket bacon in there.
Min will kind of look up at Kira and to try to gauge her state, and then if she seems alright, she'll go grab a piece of pocket bacon.
Kira's doing better than she was pre-coffee.
Yeah, so she'll go over to Bonkin, kind of like take it, and then come back over to Kira.
After she takes it, Mongo's gonna like pet her twice because he has the range for that while she's moving.
He does.
And then he'll like move the tea back over to Marcus. All right, here you go. Try not to spill it this time. It's hot.
Yes, I would like to know, where is Ari? Is she all right now? And Meg?
She's good, yes. Meg's having her memory erased, so that we don't have any situations pop up between her and Meg, even though it was a doppelganger who did the doppelganging.
A doppelganging?
I think that's what it's called when a doppelganger gangs you, isn't it? He looks
That's a whole other subgenre on our website to visit regularly.
Shit, okay.
Impersonating.
Wanna see it?
That's the word. Oh, no, thank you. So, she's fine.
Internet opens your minds to things, man. It's wild. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
That's not literal and not a way to improve your telepathic capabilities.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
say
no.
that again?
Definitely not.
Oh. Right. So Ari, fine. They need to get the parasite out of her head, and Meg will be taken care of.
She'll be fine. She should return to home a bit later.
And then they can still be friends, I think. We'll see. Okay, so fast forward to our payment of a ticket home. So it turns out the pod can get us home. They are going to need to utilize a device called a Chronos mirror. However,
Is this something I've heard of?
this is
You had to have known.
So without interrupting, like, talking, because I'm pretty sure Marcus is gonna, like,
Okay.
go over everything. Occasionally Bonkin will just kind of jump in, with just... Because I know Marcus just goes straight to the point, and sometimes just ignores other information, and Bonkin would kind of chip in and just to the side, just go like, "What dish is well done?"
Yeah, so Kira, you know of its existence. Even with the 22, you would have to do some research to really
I was
learn.
gonna say I can push that up to a 25 if I feel like it's on the edge of my memory.
No, you feel like you'd have to do some research. You know that it's an artifact that exists and it has for forever, as far as you know. But in order to really get some details on it, like you would, an item like the cloak, you'd have to do research because there's just not that much that is widely shared about it. And that's part of its mystery, is that anybody who's been in contact with it keeps a lot of the information to themselves. Are you okay? Your teeth? Oh,
First, are you okay?
okay.
Just splash some water in my eye. I'm good. Sorry.
Oh no, he poured tea on himself.
I
No.
was thinking you didn't need to live action that part. So there is a very clear look of recognition on Kira's face, but she's not gonna interrupt at that point. But she's definitely and very obviously heard of the Chronosmere.
So the very short of this situation is that they need us to find the sources of power in order to make the object run. Oh, sorry, Bonkin, did you have something?
No, I think that's one of the points where he'd be like, "Oh yeah, just like 4 of them."
Oh, and then Marcus would go, actually it's 5, but we're close. So we have the Chronos Shard, which is in a vault underground somewhere. The Ethereum Crystal, which is underground in an abandoned subway tunnel somewhere. And he's gonna watch her and kind of gauge how she's taking this.
At the moment, she's just kind of nodding, filing it away. At the moment, she seems to be doing actually really well. Like, having a thing to focus on is helping.
A temporal anchor, which we will need control of, and is currently being used to manipulate a market, maybe like a stock market. I don't know why I stored that away in my memory. I'm not sure what a stock market is, I don't think.
It's related to how they do the economy. Now.
Okay. Fourth, very scary one here, is a void sphere. So apparently there's a cult in a temple to an eldritch entity that is in possession of this, and we need to convince them to give it to us. That's going to turn into a shit show.
We could probably talk our way out of that one.
Ooh, you can talk our way out of that one. I should not do the talking in that scenario.
Ooh.
All right. What's the last thing?
Oh, this one's not that bad. It's that we have to obtain the heart of a time dragon. But the good thing is, the time dragon we're looking for is gold, and in my understanding of draconic worldly things, the brighter they are, the nicer they are. That's what we tell our young.
Sure, maybe we can talk to it, and it can just send us home if it has time stuff.
Possibly.
All right. I can see if I can track down some of those things. Do you know specifics of where in the underground this vault is?
No
Or-
idea whatsoever. The only one I have more information about is the Time Dragon, and that it's somewhere in in a desert region to the north of us, in untraversed land, and going there will mean that we need to bring lots of food and water.
Oh,
Desert-
and indeed.
Yeah, we know where the underground. We know about a little bit about the underground tunnel thing too. Apparently, it's owned by a rogue pod of Illithid.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to put a few of them down. He looks down, and I'm gonna talk to Sunamar and just say, "Do you know anything about this rogue pod of Illithid?"
So Sundamar would answer and say, "Yes, they are why everybody was afraid when we moved in."
Oh, that makes sense. I'll say it out loud. That makes sense. Yes, that's the rogue pod is why everybody got all freaked out when the good my pod moved in. They took off and were scaring people and doing mindy magic.
The master said they have the Ethereum crystal.
Marcus nods at the brain and looks up. Yes, the Elder Brain says that they're the ones in possession of the Ethereum crystal, so they're down in an abandoned subway.
Okay. I can begin doing some digging, see if I can track any of that down. I may be ordering a couple of things tonight. They may show up over the next day or two. I'm going to need more computers.
Okay, how many
more?
currencies do you need for that?
I don't know yet.
Alright, we'll figure it out and we'll throw them at people to give us their goods.
Let's not throw computers.
Oh no, I just do it through and he kind of like points at the bracer on his arm.
Oh, in
Anytime we're
that
throwing
case,
money, yeah.
I don't know, but I will need more if I'm going to be keeping track of some of this. Okay. My head hurts like the nine hells at the moment. I could probably use some sleep. Probably not right now. Well, not sleep, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I didn't for a moment there. I was very concerned that...
Honestly, sleeping sounds really nice right now.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I could probably go for a little rest, and then maybe a jog after my push-ups. Oh, one more thing. This TW fella that keeps popping up. Just something to maybe
From
rest
the
on.
note, and she pulls up the picture of the note from her tablet and flips it around.
Yes. Master Bonkin? You're the one with the expertise in this realm.
Right. So this TW guy is like this tiny gnome with like really black eyes. At least that's what we think. And he had a kinku with him. At least that's what everyone calls him. The little bird man. And I believe the kinku is a monk like me, except he's of a different school me master taught me about. His school is called the Way of the Long Death. And he kind of teleported them away into the realm of death. Which I believe they should be fine, but if you stay there too long, you kind of die.
Candace, do I have any experience with Kenku, seeing as they're usually Shadowfell?
Yeah, so your experience with them would be limited more to day-to-day interactions with those who resided in the same area. It's not so much like they're not known for becoming monks of the Way of the Long Death, if that's what you're looking for.
I was more making sure they weren't associated with the big thing.
Right, yeah, no, not that you can recall. No.
Okay. Don't look all suspicious at that.
The big thing. How fucking not suspicious can I be about that?
Okay.
Also, they apparently are really strong in the brain because it took a lot of us to try and get to viewing them.
They may just have an item to protect against scrying. Something
that.
similar to that would be difficult to pierce from a divination perspective. Even telepathic divination.
I was gonna say, considering it was a part of Illithid's trying to break through and was still having difficulty doing so, that was a very strange phenomenon.
It's possible it's an item designed to prevent all scrying and, well, part of Illithid.
But yeah, he's got a really strong friend, I guess.
Black eyes, fair of skin or more like me?
He was pasty.
Would I recognize that being
He's got like a long grey beard.
I'll go ahead, Candace, I'll just go ahead and, like, reach into her mind and just, like, show her the photographic image.
Ah,
See, I told you, beady little eyes, but it's cute as
you
shit.
were waiting to show that again. I would
Quick drum
recognize that
on
as
that.
being Sverfneblin, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you'd be able to recognize that. Yeah.
Okay, then, yeah, she would just say, plain to say, haha, Sverfneblin.
Creepy little shits.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're familiar too.
Kind of makes sense that
Okay.
he'd make friend with a Kenku.
I haven't encountered any Kenku in quite some time.
And thank the gods for that. I just.
So
wanted
wait,
to
are
tell
these
everybody.
like bird people who can talk now? Is this a thing? Because I haven't.
They're limited in speech typically. Most are relegated to mimicry.
Jinx.
Aren't you too cute?
Oh boy.
Adorable.
They were more commonly found in, and she's like stumbles a little bit over her words. In the Shadowfell.
Where's that?
Sounds creepy.
Sounds shadowy.
Yes, Shadowfell's not a nice place.
And she's a little bit of a look of, like, she's trying to think through something, like, as we're talking about it a little bit, but she just shakes it off. No. It's not.
Alright, so. Rest time it is then. Oh, well, you know what? I suppose I should probably finish this BLT. Master Aegis, thank you, my friend. This is wonderful, as always.
Food is always good with Mr. Aegis around.
He's on his second one already. He's just been like enjoying the BLTs and the mayonnaise from the jar. Oh yeah, there's a big jar on the. There's a big jar on the
Never-ending
counter. You, Kira, you would give me an Arcana or History check.
Yeah, I like to think that Kira came down and that he's just like scooping more mayonnaise.
Yeah, he's just making nonstop sandwiches because you guys just went through a lot. You're not entirely sure what it is. You know that there are. You suspect that it might be magical and it's not just a jar of mayonnaise. But Aegis, it seems like, is not having any trouble with obtaining what he needs. So.
Also, a new find, as she gestures to the jar.
Never-ending jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Useful.
Master Aegis, didn't you say something like it could make honey and milk and water and things like that too?
And oil, I think. The
Oil.
What kind of oil?
cooking oil,
Make-
I'm guessing.
To make-
Probably not motor oil.
Why would I want motor oil?
I don't know. Isn't that a thing?
I mean, yes, but I don't typically work with gasoline engines and the like.
It's true, Min eats pocket bacon. He does save the leftover grease in a tin can up there.
Ooh, I may need that later. Okay, I can start. We have a few hours before we need to do anything, right?
Oh, I think we should all probably have a rest. I'm pretty tapped.
I'll do some preliminary research then. See what I can track down. And on the things to make a Chronos mirror, evidently, or things about this cult, anything like that. Is there?
Oh, we don't need to make a chronosphere. They have the chronosphere. These energy sources will fuel it. Maybe we could.
Ooh.
Maybe you could research alternative fuel sources in case these things don't pan out. Or can you maybe help us at least try to get a lead on where the hell this abandoned subway tunnel might be, so we can start.
Oh, that one shouldn't be too difficult to do at all. I'll just have to look up old maps of the system, compare it to the active maps, get a read from there, look for any strange Yes, I can. That won't be a problem.
Oh, that easy. Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to go do push-ups and then go to sleep. Alright.
Give me your sword.
He takes the blade off and he'll hand it over.
Yep. Armor, I'm assuming you'll drop off.
I'll leave it up there. He looks down. Yep. Let's see. He'll say, Professor? And he kind of nudges to the brain.
Sorry, what were you nudging him for? Just to get him to go with you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going upstairs.
Just making sure I didn't miss a question.
Nope.
Kira's gonna try and collect everyone's gear as usual for basic maintenance things.
Just get like shredded from bonking.
I should probably give you my gun. I haven't used it in a while, and I don't know how to take care of it.
You haven't? Has it been? Okay. Before you go to sleep, come by my workshop.
Okay.
You have to learn how to take this apart so that... What are you going to do if it jams on you?
Throw it at somebody?
Pistol whip.
I suppose that's effective.
We need to talk about your ability to animate things because we could probably use that.
I'm slightly concerned.
Aegis would hand over, he'd grab the stone and give you his staff just in case, considering it's magical.
Oh, he still has that fucking rainbow stone, doesn't he?
Yeah, she'll take all of the things. She'll give Min a couple of the things to like carry. Because yeah, probably like tuck the pistol into one of the pouches on Min's vest and give Min the staff to carry, stuff like that. Or the scimitar, because that's funnier. Okay. I'll let you know if I think of anything or if I find anything. Over breakfast? Looks at the two that are still there, 3 that are still there.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry,
Tempest would look up. Yeah, Tempest would look up from Texas. Oh, yeah.
I'll order you a case too, Tempest, and a screen protector.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry, did not mean to just pop into your room.
Peekaboo.
I think that's just an empty room we have.
Oh, I popped into Marcus's room first by accident.
Just jumped right in through the wall. He's doing his push-ups. Aegis would clean up the kitchen. Get everything cleaned up and then excuse himself and head into his room as well.
And before Tempest goes upstairs, did I get a text back from Gale or Frozen Phoenix?
Let me see where. Oh yeah, so Gale says that sounds great, and asks where, and then the Frozen Phoenix. She said, "I suppose I should have guessed that after your response." She says, "I will," and then she says, "I will," and sends it, and then right after says, "I'll see if the name stands out."
Right. Yeah. Tempest will text back. meet me. We can meet at the diner. The one diner that I know in this entire city for some BLTs.
Yeah, it was called. Hold on a second.
Bacon emoji, smiley face with the tongue out. Bacon, bacon, bacon.
Bacon, bacon, bacon. Okay, yeah. Trying to find the name, but I know which one you're talking about. The diner. So, she
Yeah,
says,
the diner. Yeah.
She says, "Oh, yeah, I'm familiar. I'll see you then."
Nice. Big old thumbs up.
And she'll send just like the smiley face emoji with the blushing cheeks.
Oh boy.
Alright.
With that, Tempest will get some rest. He'll probably practice in the studio for a little while. Rest.
Perfect. Oh yeah, Yumtown Bistro. Thank you, Lucy.
I sent it in Twitch by accident, thinking I had rolled 20 up.
All right, cool. And Bonkin, are you doing anything special?
Bonkin will probably clean away the cups along with Aegis, and then he'll kind of head up, I guess, leaving Tempest alone to text. And I think Kira will probably hear like a knock on her door. Sorry,
I'm over here.
I invaded your space, Marcus.
He did it too.
Everybody get out of my fucking room.
Oh, this one?
Yep. Nope. The other one. The workshop.
Okay. This one.
Sorry, I haven't knocked down the wall yet.
You like open it. Can I come in?
Actually, she would probably be over here. Yeah.
All right. He's gonna just open the door and come in.
So Min's laying down on the bed that's still in there, apparently. That's Min's bed, and Kira has her tablet like propped up on its stand, and she is just tapping away at it at the moment.
Oh, hello, Min. You look comfy. Miss Kira, I kind of promised Marcus to be concerned about your mental state. I believe you said.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, are you okay? You kind of look a bit haunted during the car ride back, and you look like you cried and some stuff on the way down.
Oh, it was nothing, I'm sure.
Well, if you ever do want to talk about it or something, you know my room's right over there. Even if you just want me to just listen and not give advice, I know that that's sometimes something you want. Me daughter calls it ranting.
So
Slang kids use.
she laughs a little bit, and she notably keeps her back to Bonkin at the moment, so her face can't be seen. But Marcus fairly definitively confirms that I'm not actively going insane at the moment, so everything's dandy, right?
Well, no, just because you're not insane doesn't mean things are good. I went through a lot of bad stuff, as I'm sure I've told you. But I don't consider myself insane. I don't think I'm smart enough to go insane.
Anyone can go insane, Bonkin. It doesn't discriminate.
That is a bit scary, but thank you anyway. But yeah, just because you're not insane doesn't mean things are good. Sometimes things are bad even if you're sane. Like you can be sad or angry, or like my daughter gets hangry if she's hungry. Like there's a bunch of other like bad stuff you can feel. But sometimes just talking can help you. Then again, you do have Min to talk to, so I guess she's a very good listener. He's gonna like go over and pet Min.
Min is a very good listener, but unfortunately I haven't quite figured out how to get her to be a good conversationalist.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. Have you tried these speaker things that the phones have? I hear Mr. Tempest playing stuff out of them all the time.
Oh yeah, I rigged Min to play music like 3 days ago, but she kept getting distracted by it. Like, she went to pounce, and then the base dropped, and she flipped over, and it was not quite doing what I needed.
Give me a second. That is the funniest thing I've heard all night. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, I hope you didn't get hurt the floor more than anything, really.
No, Min had her claws sheathed. It was fine.
Right, well, my offer still stands. If you want to talk or anything, even if you just want to meditate, it might help you think things through or some such. Yeah, I'm right over there. And he's going to point towards the direction of his room, even though it's obvious that it's nowhere.
So she'll stop and she'll, like, turn in her swivel chair to look at him, and it's a... Thank you, Bonkin. Thing is, I don't really know what it is I need to talk about. Something's... something. I don't know.
Right, you're not going to like this. And he's going to go over. And he's going to get very close, and he's going to give you a big hug while you're in a chair. Go, it's all right. You're smart. I'm sure you'll figure things out.
Well, there's
And
a
he's
little
gonna, like-
bit of a squeak.
I think he'd probably go, I'm going to hug you, by the way. And then he's going to hug you before giving you a chance to react.
Well, there's a squeak and not a panic then. Thank you. Thank you, Bonkin. You can let go now.
It's very comfy because he's very fluffy.
You are very soft and good at hugs. You can let go now.
Right. Well, all right. I'll leave you to figure it out. Have a good night.
Thanks, Bonkin. You too.
All right, man. And he's gonna...
He is smiling a little bit.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do prior to you guys taking a long rest, Kira? Yeah, I saw your message. I'm working on that.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. I had it ready. I'm just putting it in the order you've got it. So.
Yeah. For the record, I gave Candace a list.
Of course he did.
So I'll send you. Well, we can do the rolls and stuff. I'll send you what you figure out. Go ahead, Tempest.
I think, before Tempest finally goes down to sleep, he'll also knock on Kira's door as she requested, to bring his gun with him. Hey, Kira, I'm here to talk about my gun. Do you have a moment, or should I just leave it here?
There's a clatter of something, and then no, you're good. Come on in.
Okay. Wow, it was messy in here. Hi. Okay, so all right, what do I do? How do I do this? Can you show me?
Okay, first of all, give it here. And first thing she has to do is figure out how a gun works before she can show him how the gun works.
Okay. Okay.
Technically, artificers do come with proficiency in firearms.
That's true.
Which is amusing as hell.
But you've never used it before, and I made everybody else train on their downtime.
Yes.
So
This is true.
give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, okay. For the record, I have no desire to shoot this thing. I just want to be able to take it apart and clean it and
Well,
maintain
then
it.
let's hope you don't roll a 1. Okay, 16. I accidentally shoot Tempest in the hallway.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Tempest would just literally just hand it over, loaded and everything. Just here you go.
Of course.
She does, because she is an intelligence-based character, she does assume that would be the case, because it's Tempest.
Right. Yeah. So you can tell Tempest when you hand it to Kira, she really doesn't know what the hell to do with it. You've never seen her fire one, but within seconds of just kind of looking over it back and forth, she's able to unload it. She just, it's like she's been using it forever.
Okay. So after she's disassembled it, reassembled it, then she'll show Tempest how to take care of it properly. And she will emphasize gun safety. Because she's
Oh yeah. No, they talked about that a little bit on day one, but
So why was this
I
switch?
figure you're using this thing to like shoot people, so
Uh-huh. And what happens if you shoot yourself in your dancing foot?
heal myself.
What happens
Take an
if you-
inspiration, Tempest.
She pauses for a second. What happens if you're tired out of magic and you shoot yourself in your dancing foot?
I'll drink a healing potion.
You've got an answer for everything.
Limited resources.
Magic.
Yes, but technology and respect. We show respect to the technology, and it respects us
Okay.
back.
Okay.
Also, you're a damn good shot with this thing, and you want
Oh,
to
thank you.
continue being a good shot with it. If you don't
Yeah,
take
yeah,
care
so,
of it,
I
it'll
mean-
jam.
Yeah. So I mean, like, what do I do? Do I just like, do I take the bullets out every once in a while? Do I leave them in? Do I have to like shoot it every couple days, or it like goes bad, or what? Do bullets go bad?
The bullets won't snaz. I mean, yes, but no. As long as you're firing it fairly regularly, that should be fine. But once you fired it, you should be taking it apart and cleaning it like this.
Oh, every time?
Well, after you fire it, you should be bringing it back
Fuck,
to
I'm
me
never
so
gonna
I
shoot
can-
this thing then.
No, I'll take care of it. You just gotta remember
Okay.
to add it to the pile of things that I'm gonna handle.
Okay.
Did you stab someone today or yesterday?
No?
Okay, so you haven't used your
I don't remember
rapier
the
at
last-
all since the last time it was cleaned?
For stabbing people? No.
What else did you use your rapier for, Tempest?
Oh, I mean, every once in a while, things like fall down and like into a crack or something like that, and I have to like, get it out. But my hands are too, thick to reach between like, like floorboards, or like when it falls, if like my phone falls into a vent or something like that.
Okay. No.
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 What? No.
To that.
So I shouldn't use my rapier to scoop
No.
out my phone from a floor vent.
Don't you have a closet?
Yeah.
Use a hanger.
For
Scoop
what?
things out of the vent. It's got a convenient hook on it.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Or just animate whatever you dropped and ask it to come back.
I can't do that all the time.
How often are you dropping things?
By the,
It's a
look of
vent.
by the look of his phone and his pistol, you can answer your own question.
Often.
Okay. Note to self: add baby proofing and tempest proofing things to the cart tonight. Okay, well, just know if it's going to be scraping against something that's not the thing it is intended to be stabbing, it is a bad idea.
Okay. What about like marshmallows and like s'mores and things like that?
That's better with spears.
Really?
No. No.
Oh. Okay.
Crystallized
I've-
sugar and metal.
I feel like Bonkin's Trident will work really well for that because it got 3 prongs, so you can like get like all the marshmallows and all the s'mores.
She looks over at the trident in the pile and just sighs.
You hear
There's
Min,
definitely some marshmallow marks.
Min gives a very long stretch and almost like a growling sound.
Exactly, man. It's gonna be a long night.
And Kira, you are, after your conversation with Tempest, you are 100% positive that you did not get through to him whatsoever, and he's going to continue to make s'mores with his rapier.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yep.
All right.
Nothing, just in one ear, out the other, gone.
All right, so I know that Kira's going to be Sorry, were you guys... sorry, I didn't mean to...
No. Tempest is like he'll say thank you, good night, and head back to his room.
She's
Okay.
already focused on, like, she's like, as he's leaving.
All right. So, if everybody's good for the sake of brevity, we'll do long rest. Make sure that you, mark that on your sheet.
Roll my
Bonkin?
HP now.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. I forgot you leveled. We haven't done a long rest in like 3 sessions.
Candace, I apologize. I added one more thing to the list.
All right, got it.
That one's probably highest priority, honestly.
All right.
I'm leveling up Barbarian, so
Okay.
D12.
Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead and
Oh, and I'm gonna heal myself before I sleep.
roll that. Okay.
Well, before I
For your
sleep.
rest. Yeah. All right. So, I will send you. I'm gonna have you do some rolls, and I'll send it. But I don't want to, do all of that here right now. I'll send it to you, and because I'm not gonna read through this stuff live. It's a lot of stuff. But
Yeah, fair.
yeah. So you guys get through the night. You have your long rest, and morning comes. Aegis is up and at it, making breakfast for everybody. Marcus, you'd already been awake for what I think we determined like 2 hours at that point, doing your push-ups and stuff.
Yeah, he's actually saying in chat that he's gonna be popping back in here.
Oh,
so,
great.
Yeah, so I'd be up 3:30 probably. I would, before I went to bed, just so you're aware, I would give Sundamar permission to consume my nightmares to sustain himself.
Okay.
And I just say, take whatever you need to sustain yourself, but not an ounce more, and we'll be in good standing.
Okay. And yeah, so and he responds and just says, "Thank you. Understood." And then when you're sleeping, like sometimes you have a sleep where you just dream nothing. There's nothing at all. Yeah, so you have that. It's not much of the night, but there is a point in the night where you remember specifically like starting to dream something and then nothing.
Okay.
And you would have felt him like pressed into your mind through the night, so that way he knew what you were dreaming, thinking, whatever.
Okay. So yeah, like when I feel that he has sustained himself on whatever energy he needed, then I'll get up, just kind of go about my morning routine and go downstairs for breakfast.
And he, when you're doing your push-ups, he sort of like imitates you with his weird little legs, doing tiny little brain thing push-ups.
He's so adorable. I love him.
I think we're about to get Aegis back here in a moment, which is excellent. So Aegis would be in the kitchen already, starting to make sure there's plenty of pocket bacon being made, as well as actual breakfast. I'll let him tell us what that is.
Before he makes it back, Kira is actually also going to be downstairs kind of early, like waiting for Marcus almost. And for early foods, which is a little unusual for her. Because she got more throughout the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Marcus is wearing his gray sweatsuit with the big slit in the center so he could get his horns through, but he's also wearing his cloak. He's like wrapped up in it, like a snuggie.
Kira still, of course, has Marcus's cloak on, always.
Marcus sits down comfy and doesn't really say much initially, but he just kind of like lays into the cloak like he's one of those blanket people. Like, it doesn't matter what year or what time of year it is, you sit down, you put a blanket on, and yep, it's just... It is a Midwestern thing.
I think I might remember more.
Oh. Wonderful.
Do you just want to look, or do you want me to try and find words for it?
It's your mind.
What's better for you to understand?
All right, give me a moment, and he'll look at her, and his eyes will flash. And I'll pretty much I'll tell Sunamar, all right, buckle up, we're going back in. It was bumpy the first time. Let's see what she's got now. And then I'll just kind of.
Yep. Her mind is very caffeinated.
He'll comment on it. He'll say, "Wow, we are buzzing this morning. My goodness."
Candace, do you want to, or do you want me to?
I can give the description 1 second.
Sweet.
So, 1 second. Making sure that I can give you a visual here. Okay, so this time, because they've been playing more in her mind throughout the night, little bits and pieces of what you can only assume are memories or flashbacks of some kind are appearing. And you actually see her and her in a younger form and a high elf younger female playing together. It looks like they may be in the Shadowfell. You're not entirely sure. Everything's kind of shadowy around. Then the next, it kind of like jumps to the next scene, and the next scene is, you can't really see who it is, but somebody up on a very shadowy, nasty-looking horse is ripping a child out of parents' arms. It looks like a town is being raided. Things are on fire, and people are crying, and it's chaos. Thankfully, her and whoever she was with were untouched. She wasn't being stolen, but people around her were suffering. Then the next one is a vision of that girl that you had seen very clearly the first time you entered her mind being ripped away from her, very clearly her parents. They're also high elf. And you're seeing this through Kira's eyes. And you can feel what she's feeling, and it's just devastation and anger. She starts to run after her, and the two high elf parents pull her back. And then the next scene is her actually putting the finishing touches on Min. And she's alone in a really dark forest surrounded by shadow, with a really weird kind of moonlight coming through. And you can feel the pride that she feels, but there's still an emptiness as well. The final one is just the shadow of a very strange looking creature. It's nothing you've ever seen before. And that is that feeling of dread that you felt the last time that you were in her mind. That feeling of dread and fear that's almost overwhelming to you in this moment as you're looking at it. 1 second. Looks similar to that.
Fuck. I've never seen anything like that before.
No, that's nothing that you're familiar with. It's nothing that you've seen before, but it is. I mean, you're feeling Kira's feelings in this moment, and that is certainly where that feeling of possibly going crazy is coming from, because you just want to jump out of your chair. And it will kind of keep replaying those. As the longer that you stay in there, it'll kind of replay through those scenes. Okay. And that's clearly what she had been going through most of the night.
Okay. I am going to only watch it twice. I just wanted to get a better bead on this figure here. And then I'll exit her mind, and I'll just say out loud, well, he wipes his brow, and you see his eyebrows sweating a little bit. He's like, that was... I don't know what the hell that thing was. Do you know what that thing was?
I think it's from the raids. But I don't know.
Unfortunately, my abilities focus more around the telekinetic side of psychic energy and not so much the telepathic, but I'll keep working and seeing if I can't figure a way to, if you want, to uncover more of this. It's odd to me that you don't remember any of it, but it's clear that something has triggered it, and I'm assuming it was probably the Shardakai that we were encountering down in the shithole.
It, I think, started yesterday, so that would make sense. But I don't know. It's like trying to reach for something that you know should be there.
Well, something obviously happened, and it caused a great deal of distress, especially since this is the first time it's come up, so this is something maybe we should really keep an eye on.
We should tell the others, but I don't even know how to explain it.
I could just show them if you want me to.
That would probably be smart.
It's up to you, though. Again, it's your mind.
I don't know if that would help, but we can... Why not? Maybe one of them will know something.
Understood. He turns around and looks at the back of Aegis's head. Master Aegis?
We can't hear.
You might be muted.
He's yelling.
I'm gonna do some
I can see him
rolling.
cussing.
Feel free to ignore these. They're definitely no particular reason.
Yeah.
Hey, what can I do for you, Marcus?
Oh, there you are, Master Aegis. First of all, good morning. Second of all, I wanted to show you something, and I just enter his mind and start playing the images.
I knew it.
This is from Mistress Kira.
First off, do I have any idea what this might be? Second, do I need to make a wisdom or charisma saving throw against the sheer shock?
Yeah, I'd say give me a wisdom saving throw. No, you're not familiar with what this thing is. Thank you, Kira.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so you barely managed to not throw breakfast all over the kitchen because you were not expecting you were not expecting that. So thankfully you do manage to keep the pocket bacon in the pan as it's cooking, but it scares the hell out of you. It scares the hell out of you.
What the hell is that thing?
Oh,
Looks like Slenderman and Edward Scissorhands had a cousin.
Cousin Slenderhands?
I don't like that name, and I don't like the images.
I don't either. Maybe that's why it makes us feel so uncomfortable. Mistress Kira has been unraveling some bits of her mind, and these images have come into play, and, well, I'm assuming you heard us. We're standing right here. We just weren't sure if maybe you had any idea what this thing might be, or if any of this made sense to you.
Can you show him the girl?
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, shit, I should have started with her. Sorry. And I
What did you start with?
Oh. I flip the image, and you see the elven girl.
Now, do I recognize anything about her?
You cut out, but I'm assuming you're asking about the symbol.
Well, one, the symbol, two, like race, and trying to narrow things, all of that down.
Sure. So yeah, you are pretty sure that that is a high elf, just from her features. She appears to be a high elf. What else did you want to ask about?
The symbol, because this whole picture here that I'm getting is very paladin-esque.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a religion check, since that's the kind of the route I think we're going here. $22 is pretty dang good. So you give me 1 second.
I apologize. I'll be right back.
I love that she has a pillow on her too. So
I'm just looking so hard at that symbol, like, I feel like I know this, but I don't actually think I do.
so,
Like, as a player.
Yeah. So you are, sorry, I'm trying to get my stuff pulled up here. So you are familiar with it, though you haven't really studied the goddess, excuse me, the god himself. I want to make sure I say the name correctly. Just bear with me here. I always worry about that when I'm running this stuff. Where did it go? No, yeah, I think I got it. So it's a Auppenser. Auppenser. And you are
Okay, what would I know about him?
yeah. So you are familiar with the fact that he is. I'm pulling up my notes. He is he was a Stoic god. He's not really commonly worshipped. The precepts of his worship included moderation, inner balance, self-reflection, and reason. But he was his alignment's neutral, so there's no evil or anything that goes along with that. I'm sure that was something you were trying to figure out, but you know that
A little bit.
Yeah, that there's no evil associated with this deity, but again, not commonly worshipped even back in your time. And you've been pretty in the religious world since you've gotten here, and nobody's mentioned Auppenser since you've been here either.
And just for clarification, I'm kind of assuming when you say neutral, you mean like true neutral.
Correct. Yep. And
Okay.
you would know that with a 22. You would know that because that's one of the first things, at least as somebody who would be a religious person myself, I would want to know that myself. So.
Well, her, she's a little bit of a different story. That is based on the armor, maybe maybe a cleric, like a war cleric or something. But that one follows Auppenser.
Candace, if I'm not mistaken, that is also a god whose primary worshippers are psychics, psi warriors, scions. Do I have any fucking idea who?
Go ahead and give me now that the name's been said, give me either history or religion, whichever you.
Okay, we are gonna. Religion ain't really this thing. Hey, there's a nat 20.
All right, yeah, you are familiar. Once again, not commonly worshipped, and I do actually have a symbol for you guys too. This is typically what the symbol looks like, but obviously in armor, this having a gem is not ideal. So that's kind of more what it would look like typically. But yeah, so you are familiar with that, Marcus, for sure. You would know that. Let's see, what else is going to have 20?
I mean, that's about all I needed to go off of it. I just wanted to try because I know it's a really kind of like Outer Realms god, so I didn't want to just be like, I know who that is. No,
yeah, no, and just because of your background, you're familiar. And Kira, obviously, when you hear the name Alpenser, it has that same. It's almost like your brain's trying to reach, but it's the same as trying to remember her name. It's just, it's not coming to you.
Yeah, her expression shifts then to look confused and really fucking frustrated, and there's still that like mix of like grief throughout all of it, grief and pain.
Marcus will say, so this mystery woman of yours, clearly some sort of confidant, a friend of days past now, worshipper of Alpenser, who happens to be the god that arcane and divine scions, psychic warriors, psychics worship. That's interesting.
It don't sound like a coincidence either.
I wish I could remember. I don't know. It feels right, I think. I feel like we should probably get Tempest. Tempest is used to strange dreams, right?
Well, I don't know about strange dreams. I've watched Tempest sleep in his own dream once. That was weird.
That's a little bit impressive, actually.
Oh, I didn't want to. I don't even know what to call it. What is she? What does he call her? She's the woman who gives him his magic. Not the singing vocalizations, the screaming and the hot sprays of water.
Oh, the siren.
Yes. What do those people? What do his people call that entity? It's not a god.
Didn't he
You
say
mean like a patron?
patron?
Patron. That's
Jinx.
right. You got him. So I think where was I going with that shit? Yes, I was going to say his patron is the one who kind of allowed me to watch him. It was definitely not me trying to do it. I was just trying to read his mind to see if he was alive.
Yeah, well, at least he's alive.
True. Actually, everybody who needed to live lived through that thing. That's good.
Everybody who needed to. That's a good point.
Right, so we can, well, he kind of flips the visor down. It puts his visor up. Master Tempest will not be up for hours, probably. And I know what happens when I interrupt you when you're busy, so we should probably just let him be for a few.
Does that
We
mean
should drink
food?
Yeah. Do you not smell it?
I mostly smell coffee as she drinks from the cup that she has not set down.
You better be careful, that thing will kill you.
There are worse ways to go, I'm certain of it.
Touche. Master Aegis.
Oi! Finishing up the first of them now.
Ah, there we are. Smart,
Yeah,
just sit quietly.
it'll be like one is finishing. It's like one is finishing in the pan, so he goes ahead and has the other one that's done on the plate and hands it over, scoops the next one off, puts it on a plate, gets it over, and it's the conveyor belt almost of it. It's like wham, 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 wham.
I will happily eat and greedily.
And Min would probably steal a piece of bacon too.
So, because I'm not that I've expressed this concern or curiosity to anyone, I'm gonna just set my plate down for Min and see what Min chooses to eat off of that plate.
What all was on it again?
If I remember right, it would have been BLT with mayo.
I feel like she'd probably pull the bacon out of the sandwich. For one thing,
In
she'd
true cat fashion.
yeah, she'd pull the bacon out of the sandwich and then maybe go back and lick the toast to get the mayonnaise off of it.
Just to be clear, this is not something I programmed her to do.
Oh yeah, no, nope.
Okay, cool. So
I mean, you
it'll be
like
a...
mayonnaise, but not that much.
So Kira's just gonna have a little bit of a huh expression as she's watching Min. And not eating herself because she's distracted by watching Min eat.
Okay, yeah, so we'll say sake of brevity. Time goes by. Tempest, it's probably about time that you'd be waking up. Everybody's hanging out as usual, eating second breakfast by now.
All right, yeah,
Welcome.
Tempest will mosey his way down.
Blanken would have probably came in after you guys had the conversation.
Oh yeah. After the conversation of the sharing.
Yeah, of like the whole Kira thing, and like as you know, Aegis was serving everything, he would have smelled it from his room and be like, ah, food time. Min style. I smelled food. Go.
Good morning, everyone. And Tempest will come to this side of the counter and see the professor. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. And just kind of like, ooh, kind
Oh.
of sidle up a little closer to Bonkin there.
Yeah, seeing that Marcus, he'll pick him up and he'll move him to the other side and just set him on the floor.
If you like to shit, yeah, it's okay, I can stand.
Oh no, sorry. It's just gonna take me a little getting used to that.
Sorry about that. The professor, well, he can stay on the floor. That's all right. I'm sorry. Master Bonkin and Master Tempest, any chance either of you, we were talking with Mistress Kira earlier. She's been having some, I don't necessarily want to call them, well, I guess they are kind of dreams. Do you dream? They're bits and pieces of lost memory, I think, that have been locked away somewhere deep inside her. And, well, I'll show you, and I'll just enter your guys' minds and just do a quick slide.
Start with the girl.
So Bonkin gets the slender fingers first, and then as you say that, the fingers like kind of morph upwards into the pretty elven girl, and then he's like, oh, that one, that's the one I should have started with. I'm sorry.
So I like to believe that Bonkin was raised to be like fancy, even though he never had was able to. It's kind of like the poor parents trying to raise the kids to be, like rich. And so he'd probably eat the BLT with a knife and fork, like a, stupid person. I'm sorry. And so as he's like gripping, as you show the first image, you'll see like the fork bend slightly as he like just grips it really tight. And then he'll look at the other one and go, I don't think Bonkin would know anything because he knows very little.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not familiar to you. That creature is horrific and something that you wish you would have never seen, especially morphing into a beautiful elven woman.
Right, do they normally change into women? Whatever that thing is.
They're separate images.
Didn't look like it for a second. The sandwich really good, Mr. Aegis. Sorry, I might have broke your fork. No, I don't think I know anything about that thing or your pretty friend.
Once Bonkin says I might have broken your fork, Kira's gonna like reach over and very carefully like slide it out of his hand and cast mending and then just put it back.
I think you're gonna have to fight him for that fork. 'Cause he's gripping it very tightly.
He will cast mending while it's in his hand. Just bend the fork back.
Do I even want to know what you showed him?
Thank you, Miss Kira.
Oh, yep. Sorry, Master Tempest.
Oh no. How do you send that? Which what?
Oh, it'll be the girl first.
Okay.
But then she will slowly morph
Oh.
into. I just make it kind of slow.
Hey, no. Go back to the first one. Go back to the first one.
Hey, no. Oh gosh.
We've gleaned some information on the girl. I'm really curious about this monstrosity.
Could you just put me back to the girl again?
Yeah, no problem. Just
Oh, thank you. Does anything
No, I mean you can tell that she's a high
ring a
elf.
bell?
You can see that she's a high elf, but the rest of it, I mean, it's scary shit. Definitely to see a town getting raided and then that really horrific shadowy creature. But you've never seen anything like that. None of your dad's books or anything had that in there.
Did you live through that, Kira?
Yeah, where was that from?
I think so.
You think so?
Not like your memory is
Not
like
remember.
blocked of that day. I mean, I would understand why. That's some scary shit.
and this is the problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's possible they're not actually my memories. It's possible that they got me with a nightmare enchantment, but
I look down at Sundamar.
Lunchtime.
Cinnamar will kind of like do a little push up on your shoulder or on the chair, I guess, wherever he's
Oh,
at.
no, I put him on the ground.
Yeah, on the ground. Yeah, so he'll
Yeah.
do like a little push up, like in excitement, but doesn't do anything.
like the others from yesterday, they were working on some of those rituals. It's possible that when I was in that room first, but I don't know.
He's gonna look down and he'll say out loud in common, Professor, I know you were a historian. What was your specialty? Did you have one, or were you a general historian?
Oh, I have this answer. One moment. So, he would say, I studied primarily magic.
Magic. Arcane, I assume?
Yes.
Any specialization in school?
No. But I studied a lot about the age of disillusionment.
Which one? We've been told there's many.
Marcus will say out loud, he'll say, You studied the age of disillusionment. Get the fuck out of here. Were we fated to meet in this timeline?
You and I know if we weren't, we wouldn't.
Touche. Marcus's responses are all out loud by the way, you guys, as he's just nodding at this thing. God, he probably looks like a nut job. Okay, so the professor here says that he was a professor of arcane magic and specialized in an era, ready for it? And he'll smack the table with his knuckle, the Age of Disillusionment.
Oh, sure, that's why you said the age of disillusionment. Get the fuck out.
That's lovely.
That all makes sense.
So, Professor, do you
Like
know-
specifically our time? Like,
well, that's what I'm not quite there yet. I just figured I should tell you how the conversation's going. He can
Oh,
only
sorry.
speak telepathically, so I'm trying to. But he'll say to the professor, "Was this my era, Age of Disillusionment, or one that came before or after, or are they all the same? Do the cycles repeat themselves?"
It was yours.
Son of a bitch, it was ours. Well, that makes this even more interesting. Do you know of this creature? And I'll just really quickly, just very abruptly, like, no bullshit, we're in business mode now, flash the image of the creature in its mind.
Hold on a second.
As it morphs into the creature, everybody roll initiative! The doctor was the key, or the professor was the key.
I rolled a 100. I was trying to determine if he was gonna flip out, if he was gonna freak out at seeing it. So you'll hear like almost like a little squeak when you first show that, but he manages to maintain his composure and doesn't fully scream in your head. He says, "Not familiar. Don't want to be."
Alright, well, the good professor is not sure what this entity is. Why is everybody so afraid of it? Am I the only one who truly is not? I mean, it's terrifying, but it's not that bad.
Every time I picture it, all I can feel is just dread, terror.
I know.
Not gonna lie, I really had to resist punching straight up forward when I saw it.
You'll
Marcus tries to judge the distance between the 5-foot block and between Bonk and
It would have been in your face.
Oh.
Sundamar says, "Ninth son, you were trained not to be afraid."
Oh, well, yes, that's true. I mean, when I die, it will be by the hands of my protege. That's fair. Or at least my final death. I may die before that, but somebody will bring me back. Isn't that right, Master Aegis?
Aegis does look a little distracted, like thinking about something, but he hears you say that. Hey, we've got, and he goes ahead and starts feeling in his pocket real quick. 4, I think? 4 times I can do that now?
Oh, beautiful. Did you hear that, everybody? I can die 4 times under Master Aegis's eye, watchful eye, and I'll be alright.
Will you not die once? So.
Oh, that's the key, for sure. That's definitely my goal, but... Right, anyways, so, okay, nobody has any idea what this creature is, but we have determined that the god on the female elf's armor is Arpensa, god of the Scion psychic warriors and psychics.
I have a bit of a weird idea. Kira, does it seem like there's anything that you should remember, but you don't?
Her name.
Would you mind if I use a little bit of magic?
Marcus is gonna pick up the professor and actually, like, get out of the chair and take a couple steps back.
Well, I've already let Marcus into my mind a few times, so no, not at all. Her expression
He'll-
100% says that she absolutely minds, but it's mostly minding this entire situation. And if this doesn't work, then I can tell you what I found about everything else. So, it was a long night.
So Aegis is going to take a deep breath and focus inward a bit before going ahead and radiating out a zone of truth.
Okay.
And then look up at Kira. I might suggest now focusing inward. Search your mind for that answer. And I will go ahead and secondly cast a suggestion afterwards.
Okay.
And
If
with Zone of Truth active, it would only be the truth.
If it is possible in this, I would like to intentionally fail any saves. I would like to relent, if it's possible.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Fail saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't even make you roll. If you're going to just allow it, there's not a reason for you to roll. Give me 1 second. Very good spells.
Because she had to take down her like mental guards yesterday for Marcus, it's kind of like I'm gonna do some magic. She's already trying to lower those walls.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
shadowy guardrails.
Yeah, so Kira, Aegis, you cast that spell. You use suggestion and you're like, all right, if it's in there, it's gonna come out. And she opens her mouth to speak and nothing comes out. And then she sits and she thinks, you can see that her brain, like she's trying to obey the suggestion. She cannot manage to say the name.
Since I've been in her head before, can I try to press my presence into her mind and pass the suggestion magic and try to find the door that's trying to get open?
Yes.
I've got plenty of side points. If you want, I'll expend one for it.
Yeah, let's say expend one.
This is not on my list of powers.
Yeah, no, I know. We're doing a lot of weird shit tonight. Go ahead and use 1 side point.
Okay.
Imagine
Creative use of
Tempest just like excitedly eating a piece of bacon, like this whole thing happening. Like, I don't know what's happening, but this is really cool.
I should also mention the zone of truth would be centered on Kira, but it is a 15-foot radius.
Yeah.
So like this entire fucking living room or kitchen, I mean,
boy.
is basically a zone of truth.
It is right now, yeah. It's always the zone of truth.
And in that case, because Wonka just can't keep quiet, I think he just kind of go, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned about all this, but I'm not sure what to think. I trust you guys, and he's gonna keep talking. The zone of truth just has him keep talking because he can't keep quiet.
You could take an inspiration too, Lucy. That's fantastic. If you don't already have one. All right. Okay. So, Marcus, give me an investigation check, please.
Bounced off the fucking wall.
I
with
hate
an
that.
20. That what a bitch.
Okay, Kira, just for the sake of rolling it, roll a wisdom saving throw. Oh, barely. Okay. So Marcus, you start navigating the halls in her mind. You're pretty familiar with them at this point, and you hear almost like a knocking. So you're following the knocking sound, and right as you're about to open the door, that shadowy creature appears right in your face, and you get ejected from her mind.
Yeah, so Marcus'
Question.
head will... Oh, go ahead.
With my magic being the one that's trying to push to get this answer, do I sense him at all doing anything?
Marcus?
Yes.
I'm
Because
gonna...
this is some creative BS that may not work, but I want to see if I can apply it here.
Well, I might poo-poo on it. So Marcus is using a different, like, you're like the arcane side, but his is not the same kind of magic. So yeah, it's supernatural. So you wouldn't necessarily be able to sense that. However, he's not hiding it. I mean, you can see that his eyes have have changed. So if you want to do an insight check to see if you can pick up on it, I'll allow that.
I'm not sure what he did.
Oh, 15's pretty good. Yeah, I'll say that you don't know exactly what he's doing, but you can tell that he is using his powers to press into her mind because you know he's able to do that. He just did it to you.
Okay, so the next question.
No.
Just because of the fact that I feel like if Aegis had realized this, it is something he would have tried to do since we are obviously searching for the same answer.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way I would have been able to like favor of the gods this? I know it's typically on me.
Favor of the gods.
Once per short rest, if you fail a save or miss with an attack, you can roll 2d4 and add it to its total, possibly changing the outcome.
If it was your role, I would say yes, but Marcus doesn't
Fair.
worship your god, so I'll have to go with no. Sorry, it's a no from me.
That's fair enough. I'm like, this is some weird BS that
is
probably is going to
weird.
get told no, but I want to at least try.
It's always worth trying. So yeah, you get ejected pretty violently from her mind, Marcus.
So his head, literally, so you guys will see like a bright purple flash, and his head will literally smack off the fucking wall behind him, and he'll kind of bounce forward and go, "Fuck me! Oh, that was terrible." And he'll kind of hold his hand out, and he's got just a little speck of blood. Holy shit! Okay, that creature's mean. Very, very mean, and he does not want her name to be known.
What happened? What was going on? What'd you do?
Well,
That was wild.
I tried to open the door that this thing was very particularly guarding to help get the name out, and it...
Do you have a shadow monster in your head?
Do you have a shadow monster in your head, Kira?
Zone of Truth is just gonna be maybe.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the background, after you okay, Mr. Marcus? I hope you didn't hit your head so much. I hope the walls are okay, and it's gonna keep.
Yes. Am I okay? I don't know how did it actually. I mean,
You're a little shaken, but it didn't damage or anything.
I just want to make sure that he's not going to lie through the zone of truth.
No. Yeah, you didn't take damage.
I will save against that.
It scared you. I mean, it didn't scare you when you just saw the picture of it, but with it in your face like that, it spooked you a little bit.
He'll just go, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. It just very sudden. It was very, very sudden and very violent. It like literally physically threw me psychically out of her mind.
Oh,
so
at least you're okay. I hear it's pretty scary, and it's gonna keep talking.
It was pretty scary, yes. But I'm thinking maybe we should leave that bit alone. I don't think any of us are capable of handling that right now, and I don't think it's worth the risk at this point.
I had
So this is more than just this is more than just repressed memory. Then it's
maybe it's a curse, some sort of dark enchantment, or
If it might be the Shatterkai Nightmare Enchantment ritual.
Oh, you just laid that on me like I probably know what that is. Do I know what that is?
Give me a history check.
so they put a nightmare inside your head.
Yeah, I would say you've with a 14, you've heard of it before, Marcus. You didn't think it was real or something that someone would actually do, but you've heard of this type of ritual. It has to do with psychology. Essentially, it has to do with brains. So.
Yes. Well, that's terrifying.
I'm assuming the look on the others is a lack of recognition for that.
If somebody wants to try to roll, you're welcome to, but it's going to be a very much higher DC for you guys.
No, Aegis does
Very
not
unlikely.
know shit.
It would make no sense for Tempest to know.
Bonkin is still telling his
In
deepest,
fact,
darkest secrets.
In fact, Bonkin would probably go, no, I've never heard something like that, even though, it must be strange. Why would you put a nightmare in your head? Anyway, Miss Kira, I have something we can try. If you want. I don't think it'll do much like these guys, but it is, I guess, worth a try.
I might have a second plan, but I need to do something real quick. And Aegis will go ahead and start walking out of the room.
Mine will take some time.
I mean, you could tell me what it is before I start spending a bunch of time on my own trying to figure out how to identify if this ritual's been cast, and if so, how to, well, maybe it's in the book. It's probably in the book. Should probably have led with the fact that there's, the book. Does the Zone of Truth stay as he leaves? Or...
Yeah, it sticks.
Yes,
Okay.
because the placement was centered on you, so... as Aegis ends up actually leaving the zone, he would probably let it drop. Or actually, what? Okay, so what would I be allowed to let that drop? Because the suggestion is concentration, so I can just drop concentration on that.
Right.
Zone of Truth is just a flat duration, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna stick around for the 10 minutes.
Well, never mind then. He just goes ahead and walks out of the Zone of Truth then, and Kira's still standing right in the middle of it.
We should
We're gonna
talk
learn some
Zachary
stuff about each other in this circle.
We should probably tell Mr. Zachary about this. This. But anyway, Miss Kira, is the way us monks, or at least the way I trained, is via like this meditation. That's why I learned how to summon this different form of me and like focus on it. So I was thinking of like kind of guiding you through it, seeing if you help you focus on your memories and I guess help clear away the fog.
I mean, I meditate most nights, but I am more than willing to try something else. I am kind of freaking out a little bit, and I can tell that she, whoever she is so important, and it's kind of freaking me out, but also my head feels like it's being actively split in two at the moment, so that's also terrifying, and I will try just about anything to get answers right now.
All right, and then he's gonna basically stand up and kind of hold out his hand. We need to go somewhere else. Didn't indication.
Aegis said he was going to be right back, though. I don't know if we
I'll
should
tell him
leave
on the
right
way
now.
up.
Oh, yeah, sure, but shouldn't we also be talking about all the other things that we need to figure out?
We have time. You guys in a rush to do anything?
There's a rogue pod of illithids in the subway system of this city that we should
Well,
probably take
that's-
care of very quickly.
That's one of the things
And
that
I have a date today.
You fucking what?
I have a date with Gail.
Who the hell is Gale?
The girl we rescued from the
Yeah,
nightclub.
the
Oh,
Vampire.
the air genasi from yeah.
Oh. Haven't you only said like 9 awkward words to her when we met her in the hospital? Once?
That's an oddly specific amount.
It was more
I
like
remember
12.
many things. Okay.
and a half.
How did you manage that?
It's very
I mean,
cute.
have you looked at this package deal? I mean,
Fair enough. You are pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know.
Today,
Actually, that I tried to say that, and it hurt a little bit in my brain. I don't know why. I think is because it was a little bit of luck, and I asked her for her number, and she actually said yes, and it was weird, and I panicked a little bit.
Oh. So you followed up, and here we are.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about demons and shit.
That is a hell of a date. Can I go?
No, Marcus, you shouldn't be going on the date
Absolutely
with
not.
Tempest and Tempest's new girlfriend.
Oh,
Also,
she's your girlfriend now.
Well, I
All
mean,
before the first date?
not yet. No, not yet. I mean, maybe not. I don't know how this works in this time. Actually, I don't know. I wonder if my patron will be pissed off at me if I try to date other people.
Oh, so
I
you're
wonder
in
if
a
she's trying to-
relationship with her. You should probably make sure that Gail is aware that you have an open relationship with a siren from another dimension. So that way she doesn't get jealous if she accidentally finds out, because she sings in the night. We've all heard it. So if you stay the night or something and she hears it, she won't get freaked out.
Take an inspiration, Marcus. That's some really fucking intelligent advice.
That's a good thought. That's a really good thought. Yeah. Wow. Never thought and didn't even think of it that way.
Also, you might want to ask the lady in your head if it's okay to, see other people.
Oh yeah, we definitely don't want her getting pissed. That would be
Yeah.
the worst angry ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you're gonna be getting rid of her as easily as you get rid of a normal ex. I think.
I mean, she did say when she's singing the song something about finding a mate. So yeah, I should probably talk to her about that.
About her finding a mate?
That was one of the reasons why she, does the song. I was like, I don't know if she was saying like finding like I was going to be her mate, but like that was kind of like one of the things like she attracts other men to possibly be a mate.
Right. See, typically you only hear the word mate referred to in the animal world or in the like non-completely fully. Ugh. Well, hopefully she finds her mate. In
Yeah.
you, in
Meditation.
somebody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a bath real quick. I'll be back.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh, that was very weird. Did he get dirty at breakfast? Kind of like looks at his plate, looks under the table to make sure he didn't like spill something that was missed.
Well, either way, I think. Do you want to at least try the meditation? I don't know how long it's going to take. I guess depending on the person.
Yes, but I really think we should probably talk about some of the other things.
Well, I mean, 2 people are left, and Mr. Stamper's trying to go take a bath.
But you said this is going to take a while. Listen, Master Bonkin, like I mentioned a few times already, I don't think it's safe to continue to push and press all in this 10-minute period the mind of a person who feels they are splitting in two. That is a recipe for psychobabble disaster or a full psychotic breakdown, which none of us are capable of handling right now, I don't think.
I don't know what those mean, but I'm going to trust you because you're smart, Mr. Monk.
I just don't want this guy, and I will flash the monster in Bonkin's mind, to break loose from her mind on accident and start running around our headquarters.
This time Bonkin does swing forward.
Oh shit. Oh, I moved, that's right. Missed me, bitch.
Sorry. Instinct.
Does Min do anything at that?
When Bonkin like swings out, I think she'd probably be ready because she's been in protective mode, so she'd probably get ready to swat if it was coming towards you to like not to hurt Bonkin but to block the attack. But then realizes it's Bonkin and he's not gonna hit you.
Well, I did find out things that are probably related to the
Yeah, I'm
pod.
going to.
So, yeah.
We are at 10, so
So next week on
Next
Boundless
week.
Valor.
Aegis, it would be listed on there as well.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll pick. I'm so glad you're able to jump in too. I know that's so frustrating when you're like, oh, I've got something to do and the shit's not working. Fucking technology. But,
Yeah, literally, I looked down, saw it was 6:45. I'm like, okay, time to get off of WWE here. Started getting set up for everything, and then, bam, like right almost at set. I think it was 6:58, and power dies on us.
Oh.
Fucking worst.
That happened to us. Do you remember that when we were up in Illinois still in Sycamore? There was a truck, or no, it was a tractor or something that just kept going and took the fucking line with them.
Literally, yeah, it hit the line in the cornfield.
Just
and
took
the
it.
Dude traveled like 200-300 feet until he came to a stop, and it pulled power for literally the entire town.
He
It was
had
the
dinner
one
in the
wire-
oven.
Yeah, it was like the one wire that connected the entire town to the next town's generators, and it was like, what the fuck? What in the backwoods fuck?
Dinner was cooking. We were gonna have some really delicious food,
Oh,
and
that was so
he was so mad. He's like, "Well, I guess we're having pretzels and cream cheese. Sorry, guys." I was like, "Oh."
And I can only open the fridge once, so if you're hungry afterwards,
Too
eat
fucking
grass.
bad. Well, thank you guys. We will definitely pick up next week. We actually had a couple of people doing research this week, so you guys are gonna have a little bit more of a lore dump, I think. But
This wasn't enough?
apparently not.
Oh no, Aegis has
There's
a plan.
more.
Yeah.
Candace sent me a small novel during game of things that I
Oh.
have to share. Betting
The-
she
the
did the same to
same.
you.
You guys, I know
Yeah.
that you guys are gonna research because you've got, what did we call it, Moogle or Goggle or something? No, not Moogle. I'll be in trouble.
Not
Alright, let me see.
Yeah,
Booble.
Give me a
Noogle.
break.
I think it was.
Noogle.
Booble.
Not Booble.
No, not that.
Nobody go to
Not
Booble.
Booble.
That's
I guess
Tempest
it'll be
search
Hex.
search engine, and it's very different.
Yes.
But on that
Yes.
note, I have to go. I have to return a phone call. Thank you guys for
Yeah, thank you guys.
so much chaos. I apologize for nothing.
We'll see you throughout the week.
Perfect.
If not, we'll see you on Friday for D&D.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we'll see you guys. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you.
Not everybody.
Bye, friends.
All right, we're gonna raid Hex, guys, because there's not really anybody streaming right now. We'll go see Hex. We haven't been there in a hot minute.
2 to 3 kegs in
She
every
just
room.
went. Okay. Well, Chickies. We'll go to Chicky, I guess. Hold on. Flash raid. Chicky. Let's try that one. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back Tuesday for Crochet and Chill. Back on Friday for D&D on Xavier's channel with our group or crew there. And then on Saturday we'll be playing Baldur's Gate again on Xavier's channel. So we hope to see you guys soon. Have a great week.
You said that she scared the shit out of you, and you had a second ago, and now it's all gone.
Okay.
I'm just like, same.
Alright, I'll be right back in a few seconds. Hold on.
And keep watching that Billy match.
2